Hello, and thank you for checking out my Spider-Man Miles Morales Any% New Game Plus Ultimate Difficulty No Damage run. For a detailed breakdown of the rule set for this run, reference the description section below. The criteria for this run was the health bar could not drop below 100% from the moment you enter the first combat encounter until the credits roll. There are a couple of exceptions to this where unavoidable developer-scripted damage must be taken. Again, reference the description section for those instances. Since this is a fully commentated run, I'll primarily be focused on explaining combat and strategies. This means that during sections of the game where I'm going from point A to point B, or unskippable cutscenes, there won't be much for me to discuss, so I'll mostly be silent during those portions of the run. So with all that out of the way, sit back, relax, and thank you for joining me for another Challenger. So the start of the game is a lot of cutscene and a lot of traversal. We're going to have to basically web swing to the next cutscene, and then we'll make our way to our first combat encounter. If you want to go ahead and just skip to that, jump to 6 minutes and 45 seconds, and I'll see you there.
Gracias, chico.
De nada. That is so cool. I got you.
Hey, thanks.
No problem. Hey, you think you're gonna add that new Spider-Man too?
The kid? Yeah, maybe. Original's just my guy, you know?
Yeah, I know. Hey, is Tails Bodega around here?
Yeah, bright yellow sign down the block. Can't miss it.
Thanks. Beautiful work, by the way. Maybe leave a little room for the new guy, just in case. Convoy.
Not yet. We're still securing a couple inmates.
Man, it feels good seeing the guys who escaped last year going back to the raft.
Real good. The raft's an eyesore, but it's secure. As long as the octopus-related flaws have been fixed.
Let's hope. Okay, closing in on you. Be there soon. Should let Mom know I'll be late.
Miles, ¿qué tal? Did you get the shopping list?
Hey, Mom. Yeah, but the bodega was out of coconut milk. Gonna check a store downtown.
Oh, thank you. But avoid Midtown. That prison convoy is making traffic a nightmare.
Oh, yeah. Good call. See you at dinner, Mom. Man, how does Pete do this secret identity thing? Completely stresses me out. Okay, be cool. Be cool. Helping Spider-Man protect the giant prison convoy? You can handle this. Pete! You here?
Just down in some rocket fuel.
How are you drinking?
Very, very carefully. Okay, go time.
Helix 2 en route with heavy payload.
Copy, Helix 2. We've got you on scope.
This is a big operation.
It's gotta be. Hundreds of felons escaped from the raft last year. Now it's time to move them back in. Police aren't taking any chances, especially not with our guest of honor.
Getting a lot of interference here.
One of those guys who helped Doc Ock is in there?
Think so. Could be Vulture, could be Scorpion, could be someone bigger. Okay, we got a problem. Hold back, Miles. Let me take...
I got this, Pete. Don't worry.
Miles, no!
It's secure.
You're drifting Helix 2.
We have a weight imbalance.
Record 236.
Rudder's unresponsive. Brace for impact. Helix 2 going down.
Helix 2 is going down.
Brace, brace, brace! Helix 2 is down. No casualties. Payload compromised.
Response team dispatched. Sit tight, Helix 2.
Pete, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to.
It's okay. We got this. Just need to contain it before... Before that happens.
Hello, tiny spiders.
Miles, I've got Rhino, but you have to contain the escapees.
Right. This ain't.
Alright, so as we gain control of Spider-Man, we're going to go ahead and select Gravity Well and throw that in to pull all the enemies in. Then we're going to use a Venom Smash in the ground, and then we're just going to web the enemies up. And because of the perk, we'll get multiple enemies webbed at one time if they're in close proximity to the one that's got the Venom on.
Almost contained. Nearly.
Alright, so as we come out of this, we're going to do a perfect dodge. We're going to web this guy to the truck, and then we're going to run all the way around to the right, to the back of this police transport. So the reason why I use this strategy is that it kind of filters the enemies in one at a time. Not exactly one at a time, but fairly close to one at a time, to where it makes them very manageable. The second reason is we don't really have to deal with the guys with the guns that are in the back, you could see there. And then the third reason is it keeps us out of the path of Rhino. So in this instance, as Rhino comes in and kind of smashes through the middle of the convoy, you can take damage from that if you're close enough to it. So this removes that element of risk. Now it is something to note here that you don't need to defeat all of the enemies. You just need to defeat a certain number of them, which again is one of the reasons why I use that position. To line of sight and outrange the guys with guns, because I don't actually need to defeat them, so there's no reason to take that risk.
I'm coming.
Wanna grab holy crap!
That's not good.
Oh, hey, sorry, happy holidays! Pete, scale of 1 to 10. How we doing?
10 for generating spectacle, 1 for minimizing destruction. Tomorrow's Bugle headline's gonna be a doozy.
Worst thing out of this is a bad headline. I'ma count us lucky. Oh, crap, doing her bad. Pete, this is starting to feel real bad, man.
Don't think like that. We're going to stop him, as long as we work together. Speaking of, mind giving me a hand up here?
Yeah, I got you. Okay, Pete. Yeah, I got this.
Take it away, Capo.
Whoa,
Alright, so for this section, we're basically going to go inside of the mall here. And the only thing to point out here is that if you do collide with any of the structures, you do take damage. So you cannot impact anything inside the mall beyond what is cinematically interacted with. Otherwise, you'll take damage, and that would be against the rule set for this one.
That sounds nice.
The power over life and death excites me.
That's nice. Gotcha. Thank you. You're welcome. Don't scare baby. That's right.
The last 6 Christmases I was locked behind 30 feet of steel. I intend to enjoy this one. He's a menace. Too soft. He's a low-energy menace. Too easy. Maybe he's a weak-minded. Oh!
Hey, Jonah! Looking good! Very festive!
Menace! A feckless, treacherous, unhinged menace! Right here!
Mijo, ¿dónde está? It's getting late.
Hey, Mom. Yeah, coconut milk. Still trying to find it. Been kind of, an adventure.
Are you running?
Yeah, sorry. Trying to catch a train.
Mira, mijo, no seas mentiroso. Grab the milk and hurry home, please.
Sí, ma. Te quiero mucho.
Yo también te quiero.
Now or never, Miles! We gotta stop him!
On my way.
We gotta bring him down, fast!
Yeah, what do we do?
Let us raise temperature.
Oh, bad, very bad!
Pete, are you okay? No. No!
I'm okay. I've got him. Headed your way. Be ready.
Okay. Yeah. Might, need a minute.
Alright, so as soon as we gain control of Spider-Man, we're going to have this guy with the rocket launcher shoot at us, and we're just going to perfect dodge that and do the same thing we did on the first encounter. We're going to grab well everyone in, we're going to Venom Smash, and then just web up and try and spread the webs to as many people as possible. Now once we do that, we're going to go to the right side here. Now I went a little bit early, but the reason I moved to this position is very similar to what I mentioned earlier on the first encounter, which is that Rhino is moving through this center area here, and if you're in the path of that, you can take damage. So obviously we don't want to be in that predicament where we could potentially get hit from him charging through. The other reason is this outranges most of the guns, if not all of them. 99% of the time it'll outrange all of them. And because I came up here too early, we had guys that didn't filter up here properly and they went down to the ground, and so one of them picked up the rocket launcher. Anyways, once we get all these guys defeated, then what we're gonna have to do is move up and fight these the guys on the bridge. Now the problem with the bridge is you cannot touch this bridge and stay on it. So you can see Rhino came in, smashed in the middle. For whatever reason, you enter kind of like this cinematic camera turn where you're not able to move. And if you're in the wrong spot when that happens, you'll take unavoidable damage because you can't get out of the way of it. So the only way that I found to avoid that is essentially to kind of like run onto the bridge and just understand the timing of when Rhino's gonna come in, and then web zip to either rail on whatever side and then jump off of that so that you're not on the bridge when his actual damage does come into the bridge.
Wake up. Wake up, man. Wake up, man.
This Spider-Man is broken. I would like to exchange for new one. This one will do.
Miles, get out of here.
Bro. Back the hell? What was that?
Alright, so you basically want to enter this first phase of Rhino's fight with 3 Venom abilities, basically. You'll go through 3 of them, and then on the final kick for the 3rd one, you'll push into the next phase. If you don't enter into that, it does make it a little bit harder. I wouldn't say it's anything too risky, but it does make it a little bit harder. So as we go into the 2nd phase here, basically this is a game about just getting Venom, right? This whole fight is just getting Venom. So basically perfect dodges are what we want to go for, and then anytime we get done hitting him, I'm going to get range from him immediately. And perfect dodge, or try to perfect dodge, and then any opening where I can get web shots, I'm going to get web shots, because web shots give you a small fractional amount of Venom. And it's all just building, essentially, to being able to do the punch. Now you will notice that I do gain combo here to where I could use a finisher. I don't find the finisher too helpful here. I think just staying with the normal damage profile of doing the Venom Punch and then doing the 1, 2, 3, 4 seems to work well enough. So I don't see any reason why using a finisher would be useful, but if you want to, you could. Alright, so that's basically the fight done right there, and yeah, fairly simple fight, and probably the easiest boss fight in the entire game, which makes sense since it's on the front end of the run.
You alive? Kinda.
Guys, wow, just wow. Simon Krieger, head of R&D at Roxxon Energy. Pleasure to meet you.
You too. Sorry. I think our ball landed in your yard.
No, actually did us a favor. We just bought the place. We're planning to tear it down for a build. But looks like you beat us to it. I wanted to thank you, both of you. Taking down Rhino? Solo? You are going places, bud.
Thanks. But he's still dangerous.
Nah, we'll hold him for the police. You know, I always think these super troopers are overkill until something like this happens. Oh, Judy calls. Hey, really great to meet you both. Future's looking bright. Hello. Hey.
He's right.
Yeah.
Let's clear out. Let the police do their job.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Bioelectricity. Wow. Gotta be honest, little jealous.
Hey, look. I got nothing on the OG. Think we should run tests tomorrow? A little voltage analysis?
Oh, man. Yeah, sorry. I've been meaning to tell you, I'm not gonna be around for the next few weeks.
Is this some kind of pee joke I don't get?
No. MJ's headed overseas for the Bugle and requested me as her photographer. Kind of a working vacation for us.
Oh, man. Look, I don't know if I'm ready to fly solo. I screwed up today big time with the helicopter.
But then you delivered big time. You saved my bacon, Miles.
I got lucky.
Hey, I did this gig for 8 years without backup, and you better believe I screwed up lots of times. But that is how you learn.
What's this?
Christmas present. But first, you gotta take the oath.
Oh. Okay.
I promise to do everything in my power to protect this city.
I promise.
That's it?
That oath a real thing.
Totally. Definitely didn't just make it up. See you in a few weeks, Spider-Man. New York's only Spider-Man.
I'm New York's only Spider-Man.
Please don't screw this up.
The city late at night hit a pinnacle. Shining on my relic, alone, put those on game. Didn't know the true form of pure evil's invisible, so I keep a lot of vision. Every night I try to read your mind and see you see your eyes. Don't let me catch a vibe, wasting time.
Yo, Genki!
Dude! Rhino? What?
Yeah. Where you at? You get into the apartment okay?
Yeah, your mama did. Unpacked/dumped my stuff all over your floor. And now I'm in the park. Grab some air.
Oh, perfect! Dip over to the amphitheater. Got something to show you.
Dude, is this spider related? Please tell me you got a piece of Rhino's horn or something. Pics I've seen of the fight are straight up nuts.
Definitely spider related. And definitely better than a horn.
Oh, loving the suspense. I'm there.
Baby, yeah, we can go.
Very first super suit.
This is only half of the present.
What's the other half?
I'll let you know when I find it.
So one of the things I didn't mention earlier on, before all the Rhino stuff, was exactly how I'm going from point A to point B. So obviously I'm going to where the markers are, or where the mission objective is going to happen throughout this run. But the other thing that I do is I prep my Venom. So every time you do a perfect launch off of an object, or you do like a trick in the air, you get a little bit of Venom. So you'll notice that pretty much this entire run, whenever I'm going from point A to point B, and I don't have 3 bars of Venom, that's what I'm going to be doing. Is doing perfect launches and doing tricks in the air to build that before I get to the next point that's going to progress the story. That way I go into the next fight with full Venom. Now that doesn't always work. There are certain areas in the game where you will be stripped of all Venom no matter what, even if you had full Venom going into it. In that case, obviously you just deal with it, but any place that you can go into the next section of combat with full Venom, that's what you want to do. So for this challenge, I don't really have a strategy per se here. It's pretty much just understanding the combat system and just playing the game. I don't like to use a lot of gadgets here because I want to save the gadgets for what's coming up. But for the most part, try and keep enemies in the air here. Use the environment, web what you can. Obviously, you know, feel free to use Venom. I can't remember if I use Venom here. Generally, I don't. I don't feel like I need it necessarily. But using Venom here will make it go faster. And you'll be able to build it back before the next area anyways. So just, yeah, play the game, do the combat. Don't get hit, and then GG.
Y'all trying to catch some hands? Yeah? Okay, let's go.
Take the spider out and grab the tech here.
Just so you know, this is official Spider-Man tech. Y'all are not authorized to resell.
Guys are see-through. How are these guys see-through?
Welcome to advanced experiment. Remember, specificity is the heart of every great quip. For example, instead of, hey, ugly, try, oh, nice mask. Wait, that's your face? Ugh.
That's not a quip. That's a straight up burn.
Keep practicing. Soon you'll be quipping like a pro.
Take that.
System error.
That's it for the tech thieves. Now to fix a training sim. Kernel panic. Let's try a BIOS reset. Nice. That did it. Looks like Pete made stealth, swinging, and combat challenges. Gotta check these out when I get a chance.
Hey dude, I think you should check out Roxxon Plaza on your way home. I just walked by and I'm pretty sure someone's breaking in.
Yeah. I'll look into it.
Hey, so I want to hear more about your new spider powers.
Think it's some kind of bioelectric discharge. Or supercharged static electricity.
Ooh, I gotta name it. How about Venom Power? You know, because it stings.
Okay, that's not bad. I'm gonna run. Plaza first, then home.
Remember, Venom Power. Trust me, it's gold.
No sign of anybody. They broke a bunch of stuff. Maybe they were looking for something.
Alright, so immediately after we come out of this cutscene, we're going to have a bunch of enemies in front of us. So I like to start off with a Venom Punch here, then Gravwell everyone in, and then Smash, and then web up what I can. I find that that works the most consistent out of everything else I try here. It gets messed up a little bit there. I should have webbed the guys on the ground before, you know, swinging and tossing the first guy. Or I guess in that instance it was the third guy, but whatever. Anyways, once I kind of deal with the guys on the ground, I come up here to the rooftop, and then move up to the top rooftop, I guess is a good way to say that, with stealth. And I do that because all of the guys up here have guns. We want to make sure that we finish the last guy down here, because as soon as we finish him, guys are going to break through this window and they're going to start shooting at us, and I don't want to be in range of their sight line where they could shoot. We'll go stealth again, come into this area like I did, and kind of do the same strategy. Again, that's a strategy you're going to see a lot in this run, which is you come in, use Gravwell, use a Venom Smash on the ground, and then you just web everybody up. So I'm going to go ahead and go invisible again. This is, again, just primarily for safety. And once we take out these first two guys, it's really just how the enemies respond to you. Sometimes these on the ground floor will move towards you, other times they won't. So generally I like to just wait and see how that happens. Now, because I've got the ability to slow time after a perfect dodge, that does open up a lot of window to where you're able to dodge something and then web somebody up and throw them into a wall before that gets done. Now, while I was talking there, I do want to note that when I came into this area, I explicitly ran up to the guy with like the big ass fists and did a finisher on him. Because we want him taken out immediately. Those are very dangerous in this run because they can attack you so quick. And if you're not really paying attention, it's very easy to just miss it and not be able to react fast enough using dodge to avoid the damage. So, but aside from running and doing a finisher on him, everything else there was the same. You throw Gravwell, Venom Smash in the ground, web everybody up, and you know, move on.
Good.
What was that?
All good. Little spill. Get it cleaned up real quick. All good.
It's all right, man.
Ay, bendito. Mi hijo. Qué guapo.
Gracias, mami.
I invited a guest tonight. Can you get the apartment ready? Oh, maybe put on some music to set the mood? Ah, Naja.
Really? Your campaign manager on Christmas Eve?
Well, tomorrow's rally isn't going to plan itself. Thanks for getting the apartment ready, mijo. Hello? Hey, Naja, ya nos dieron el permiso para mañana.
Glad Dad's tree survived the move.
Me too. He loved that little guy.
Ain't no Christmas like a Brooklyn Christmas. Miss hearing him say that. Guess Mom's not done unpacking either. That wallpaper just screams Abuela. Well, what's that? Huh. Must have gotten mixed up in the move. One of Dad's old case files. Who's the Prowler? I wonder if Dad ever caught the guy. Dad's favorite album. He put this on every Sunday while he made coffee.
Bleached borax. Borax with bleach.
What's the pick, DJ?
The greatest record ever.
This is perfect. Low key.
Is the mystery guest Uncle Aaron?
Un segundo. You know I don't want him coming around here.
I just thought... Never mind.
That doorbell's been broken for years. Miles, could you get that?
Of course.
How are your parents, Ganke? I haven't talked to them. Gracias.
So, Christmas by candlelight?
I promise I didn't break it when I fixed your doorbell.
I hadn't considered that.
No good. Breaker doesn't have power.
Looks like the whole block's out.
Let me check if I can see anything from the fire escape.
Okay, honey.
Definitely can't get to the transformer from here. Unless you're super sticky.
Can you see any other buildings out?
People on the roof. Can't go up there.
Yeah, got the whole block.
Really hope no one can see me up here.
Think Miles is having any luck outside? I hope so. Hot plates are only going to get us so far in salvaging
Bioelectricity can take down Rhino. But can it save Christmas dinner? Come on. It worked! Oh man, those lights are bright. Did not think this through. Gotta get back inside ASAP. Keep him distracted, Genki.
Miles!
What?
You awake?
No.
So I stayed up last night and designed an app for your new suit. Thing's got a crazy custom OS, nothing I've ever seen before. But I ran it through a disassembler so I could reverse engineer the plugin architecture and... You just fell asleep again, didn't you? Miles!
I'm up.
It's almost done compiling. Oh, thank you. Ready to try out my app?
Yeah, man. Let's do this.
I'm connected to your analytics. Let's test drive this baby.
All right.
I can see everything you see. How are you not puking all the time?
Lots of practice.
Welcome to Friendly Neighborhood 1.0. It lets New Yorkers directly request your help and report crimes in progress.
Nice UI.
Thanks. Oh, look, someone just made a request. Request came from a guy named Aaron Davis.
Wait, what? That's my uncle.
Does he know you're Spider-Man?
No. Gotta be a coincidence. I'm headed to the subway stop. He definitely didn't recognize me. Oh, he's calling through the app? This is Spider-Man.
Hey, forgot to mention. There was a break-in last night right next door at Roxxon Plaza. A group called the Underground. Caught them hanging around my stop this morning.
The Underground. You know anything else about them?
They think of themselves as a young mafia. Been around a while. Now they've got a new boss. Tinkerer.
Tinkerer. Thanks for the tip. So, you call Spider-Man often? Like, for help?
Didn't really have a way to get in touch to this app thing. But I saw you on the news last night taking down Rhino. Figured you were the right person to call.
Cool. Have you, been working at the subway long?
Nah, took the job last year after my brother. Well, anyway, I was trying to make some changes. Decided this job was a good place to start. Trains going down on my watch doesn't exactly paint me in a good light.
Well, when we fix them, you can tell your boss you showed initiative by using the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man app.
I'll do that. Good luck with the sensors.
Here's the sensors.
Alright, so after we interact with this sensor, basically we're going to have to go directly behind us. And we're going to have to pull the doors open. And when we pull the doors open, there's going to be one enemy inside of there. So the way that I deal with this is I go invisible before I pull the doors open. That way, once I do, I can just do a takedown on him, and I don't have to worry about actually engaging in combat there.
Signal relays are being jammed by something. Huh. Looks like there's a bunch more of these around the city.
Alright, so when we come out of that menu, we're basically going to have a bunch of enemies in front of us, and I'm basically going to do the same thing we've been doing. What my objective is here, however, is I want to build up to a finisher. I really need to build up to a finisher. So I'm going to start doing some, you know, just like 1, 2, 3 punches. And the reason is for the guy, the heavy there with the fist. I want to be able just to take that guy down immediately, so I build up the finisher in just in just enough time, and then I go invisible so that they can't immediately attack me, and then just do the finisher on them. Aside from that, every other enemy in that section is fairly simple to deal with.
I've got a signal, but no trains on the tracks. He must have gone down at the yard.
It was the underground messing with your sensors. I'm thinking, does Roxxon ever use the subway to ship Nuform?
Roxxon? The subway system was designed to carry people, not freight. This line got some updates when Roxxon Plaza came.
So they could be using it under the table. I'll follow up on it. So, you mentioned your brother. You got other family?
Haven't seen them in a while. I had to make some changes, like taking his job. I miss him, especially my nephew. We used to mix beats together.
Underground's wrecking everything. Maybe I can stop them quietly.
Hurry it up!
These enemies, I mean, the approach here is pretty straightforward. Just stealth the entire area, which is what I do. The beginning of this section is fairly scripted. You can generally go, person A, then B, then C, then D. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Low percentage of the time it doesn't work out. But regardless, the approach here is just to stealth the entire section. And then if for whatever reason I get seen, just hit camouflage, go invisible, wait until they go out of alert and they can't find you. And then, continue stealth taking everyone out.
That'll leave a mark.
What's that?
Didn't even see me.
Sure, I heard something.
Out for the count.
Hurry up! For the cops! Oh, crap! Someone's down there!
Hey, someone check on Adam.
I'm on it. Nobody will mess with us.
No one's getting back.
The hell was that?
Who's picking us off?
These new weapons are something else. Is that a prank? Stupid. The hell was that?
Well, what are you waiting
Gotta be
for?
quicker than that.
Find him.
Don't let your guard down. Okay, I'll cover you.
You've seen these weapons? You can't win!
Huh? What? What was that?
Nice. That's all of them. Now to get the trains back on the tracks. Controls are probably in the office. Tinkerer. Unc said that's their leader. Oh man, they read the controls. Gonna have to get the trains back on the tracks by hand. Or web. I can use that turntable. That works. Almost there. Yeah, that's good. Not for the others. Underground looks up Nuform shipments, then kills the subways. Maybe they're trying to stop Nuform from leaking the city, or what? Yes. Okay, one more. It worked. We've got trains on the tracks. Now they need power. They busted the controls here too. But not the generator. Okay, I can use that to power the trains. Probably. My webs are conductive. Come on, trust the New York subway. Yes! Hey, Mr. Davis. Did anything change on your end?
Panels just lit up like Christmas. Good job, kid.
Glad to help. If anything else comes up, just post a note in the app.
Wait a second. I got a little something here. It's not much, but
For me?
it's the least I can do for the guy who just saved my job.
Cool, cool. I'll head back now.
Hey, Miles. Just landed in Europe. How's day one of solo Spider-Manning?
Pretty good. I stumbled on a conspiracy in my neighborhood.
Classic. You have a plan?
Sort of making it up as I go.
The mark of a true Spider-Man. Well, if you need me, I'm a phone call away. And a cross-Atlantic flight, but it's fine.
Sure, man. Oh, and thanks for the gift. It is awesome.
You earned it. Oh, MJ needs me. Gotta go. Bye. Dude, mixing the subways made the app blow up. You have so many requests. Like, oh, this one's from Teos. That guy rules.
Oh, I should definitely check that out, now that the whole city's counting on me.
We're like the #1 app in NYC right now. Check it out as soon as you're done with your uncle. He still doesn't know you're you, right?
Had a couple near misses, but I kept my cover. I'll check the app as soon as I'm done here. Later. Gotta hit Phin back when I finish helping Unc. Oh, hey, Mr. Davis. I'm almost there.
You gotta hurry, Spider-Man. Underground's here. Putting bombs on the tracks.
Bombs? For real?
Guess they didn't like you fixing things.
I'll get there as soon as I can. Hang tight, and don't go outside.
Alright, so for this section, basically what we're going to do is as soon as we gain control of Spider-Man, I'm going to go ahead and go invisible and then back up. And the reason for that is in case they throw any grenades. But once I know that it's safe to move in, we're going to move in using the same combo we've been doing. And then from here, it's just basically fighting the enemies one at a time. Now, it is good to note that whenever you go to throw a bomb, you're completely immune to damage. So you can use that to your benefit in certain instances. You know, if you need time for your webs to come back up or whatever.
I'll get them.
Anyways, once we get the bomb out of the way, we're going to go ahead and get alerted that there's another one above us. When that happens, all of the enemies that are on the ground basically disengage you, so that's a good time to kind of get them off the field, because otherwise they're going to come up here and you'll have to fight them anyways. So I'm going to initiate on this area in stealth just to get rid of the bomb. That way I don't have to worry about a time limit. And then we'll deal with the enemies.
Across the intersection, another one.
Alright, so for the second set, or the last set, I guess here, basically I'm just waiting for camouflage to come back. Once camouflage is back, we're going to go ahead and drop down, and I'm just going to go ahead and take care of the bombs first again. That way I'm not having to do combat against the timer. And then from here, I'm going to go ahead and try and grab well as many of them as I can. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't work. So right there you can see we had a guy with a gun that was too close to me. And, you know, anytime in this type of a run where you feel like you're in danger, just prioritize your safety. So I felt like I was a little in danger. I saw the double fist guy coming in, so I just went camo so, you know, he wouldn't be able to attack me. To give my web shooters time to regen. That way I could deal with them. And I do want to say this, man. One of the things that I really, really appreciated in Miles Morales versus the original Spider-Man is in the original one, police officers can shoot you and do damage to you when there's these like shootouts. In Miles Morales, they can't. So I was very, very happy and just relieved that I didn't have to worry about that in this game like I did in the first one.
Definitely needs a Spider-Man. Should patrol for a while.
Alright, so the game wants us to, you know, go around and do side activities and things like that. We're not going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and move to the start location of the next, like, main story mission. Once we get there, we'll be sitting there for quite some time, waiting for just in-game time to pass for it to activate and allow me to enter. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to go to the door and then just kind of stand there and wait.
Since you know everything that's going on in Harlem, have you heard of the Underground?
Yes. They've been vandalizing Roxxon property, and I think they've been recruiting kids around the neighborhood. Why? They didn't try to get you involved in their mess, did they?
No. Uncle Aaron told me about him. Yeah. I ran into him at the subway stop by our house. Did you know he's working there?
No. You know I don't want you around him.
But you and Dad never told me why I wasn't allowed to see him anymore. He used to come by our place all the time.
That's for Aaron to explain. Give me 1 second. Sorry, honey, we're still setting up.
It's all good. Go save the world, Mom. One vote at a time.
Have I ever told you you're my favorite son?
I've got steep competition. Love you. Bye.
Miles, we still meeting today? Never got a text back from you.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I've been wrapped up in my own stuff. But I'm free now. Where?
Sweet. 78th and West End.
78th. By the Science Center? Why there?
You'll see. Don't be late.
78th and West End. Guess I'll find out what she means. Better hustle over. Middle school graduation. Man, it was so good to see Phin. I should find the other time capsules we hid. But a little later. I gotta get home from Mom's rally. Good time to use this unlimited ride pass.
check. Subway card, check. You got the house key?
Yeah, I got it.
Come on! We're gonna be late! Hey! Dude, I am so filling your suit with snow. Are you still wearing your suit?
Yeah, you know, just in case.
It's gonna be fine. See, this is my favorite part of living in Harlem. Pop-up street fair, best food in the city, awesome music.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, maybe save some. Okay, that's a good idea. Looking forward to it.
We've got a situation here.
Everyone, stay calm!
Nowhere to run!
Weapons up!
They need you. I'll help your mom.
Okay, so when we get control of Spider-Man, you know, we're gonna have the double fist here, and contrary to what I've done this entire game so far, we are going to perfect dodge his ability, and the reason for that is because otherwise it doesn't put him in the right spot for me to be able to web him up and throw him into a wall. As soon as we do that, we're gonna go camo, we're gonna run around to the right, we're gonna take this guy with the gun out, and then we're gonna move all the way to the back of this section. And pretty much the strategy for this area, as I have it, is to basically just fight everyone back here. So I'm going to run in, I'm going to aggro these guys so that they enter combat with me, because they dropped there, which is kind of rare actually. And then I'm just going to basically fight them right here, knock them down, web them to walls, whatever I have to do to get rid of them. And once these are done, then what we want to try and do is we want to try and get enemies to filter into this area one at a time if possible. Now the reason why I don't pursue this guy right away is I'm kind of judging how the gunner behind me up on the building is. So generally there will be a gunner that's sitting on that corner. Because I didn't get the silhouette, which is why I waited, or the telegraph saying that they were trying to shoot at me, I knew that they were too far back from the ledge to do anything. And I was able to go in. So here we're gonna go ahead and go in, and again, I'm just trying to aggro these guys to get them to come to me. I don't want to have to fight up there. I want to fight them one at a time if possible. And I really want this double fist guy to come down so I can use a finisher on him. That was one of the reasons why I built the finisher, was specifically to deal with that guy once I was able to engage him. Alright, so the yellow there tells me that they're out of combat with me, or at least that one guy is out of combat with me. Okay, so we've got 3-4 guys left here. So basically what I generally do here is I try to bait them. If I can't bait them, then I'll usually just go camo and go over there and just fight them. Which, yep, that's what I did here. So we're just going to come up here and do a Venom Smash. There we go. And then we should just have this one guy left. And that should be it. Oh, we had one. That's right. That guy fell from the Venom Smash. Fell off that high ground to that building top. Okay, now it's done. Alright, so now we're going to head to the bridge. And again, on our way to the bridge, I need to make sure that I have full Venom here. So, which it looks like I do. Essentially, you'll know if you have full Venom when you're, you know, web swinging and doing the launches and the tricks and stuff, because you won't get any, like the bars won't show. If the bars don't show, then you have 3 out of 3 for your Venom.
We're all okay. You stay where it's safe. Entiende? I'll be back soon. And I'll even let you sign my cast.
Okay, Ma. Nos vemos en casa.
Te quiero.
Mom, I saw what just went down at your mom's rally. You okay? Where are you?
I'm headed to Braithwaite Bridge. There was an explosion.
Alright, but if Roxxon shows up, run. Got it? They'll look for some of the blame for all this, and it won't just be the Tinkerer.
Okay, I'll be careful. That explosion looked bad.
Looks like the plaza was just a warm-up.
Or a distraction.
Alright, so as we come out of this cutscene, we're going to have a double fist in front of us, and we need to perfect dodge this guy to put him in the right spot to shove him over the bridge. As soon as that's done, we're going to go ahead and go into camo, and then we're going to run back into this location. And similar to, you know, the early section with the prisoners, the reason I do this is because it funnels them in kind of one at a time. Not exactly at one at a time. Sometimes they will come in like 3 or something like that, but you can kind of see that as I move out and aggro them, then they move back, and then I move back, and then they stop, and things like that. So that's the general way you want to do this. Unfortunately, this gets a little messed up here, and I end up having to just go ahead and use the Gravwell combo to make sure that I can get everybody stuck. And again, that's having a good strategy will give you backup options, right? And so yeah, I want them to come in one at a time like this guy is, but if they don't, then they come in such a way that they're all grouped up, right? So then when they're all grouped up, then I can, you know, use my combos and do the different things I need to do to keep it safe. So that's pretty much this entire strategy. You basically just live back here until
I gotta finish this so I can help the
until they're all dead, or I guess not dead, knocked out, right?
Thank you. Man! Those people! They're trapped! I've got an idea. Gotta get it stable. Stick! 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 I need something they can cross. No! 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 I can stop this! Just a little closer! Just a little! No! Spider-Man, thank you! I did this. My powers. I made it explode. Everyone's safe. After the explosion, the bridge started
We've got eyes on the other Spider-Man. Please advise.
What's going on?
I have no idea.
Copy.
No! No, I'm not your enemy!
What are you doing? He saved us!
Hey, leave him alone!
I'm recording this! You're watching!
Put that phone away now! I said put that phone away now!
Hey, get your hands off him! Holy!
Leave now! This is your last warning!
I saved him!
What the hell? Where'd he go?
Oh my God! Did he go over?
Did they push him?
What happened to him?
What happened to Roxxon being here for us? They were gonna shoot me! They didn't even listen!
Are you okay?
I don't know.
Here today is Simon Krieger, discussing the destruction of Braithwaite Bridge.
Look, I want to root for the new Spider-Man, but his, what did you call it? Bioelectricity?
You want breakfast?
Well, that cost us Roxxon property, and it destroyed a bridge.
But this is
Roxxon
messed
had
up.
nearly dealt
That's
with
not
the
what
underground
happened.
when-
Phin's the Tinkerer. She stole the Nuform. No idea why. And it's my fault the bridge blew up.
No, it's not.
I'm headed to the campaign headquarters. You boys need anything while I'm out? I could pick up dulce de coco.
I thought you'd quit after last night.
Why would I quit? I said I'd fight for my home. I meant it.
You could have died.
Our family doesn't give up. You know that.
Mom! Dulce de coco would be great. If you don't mind.
I don't mind.
When I got powers, and I thought I would be able to fix anything. Do anything that Spider-Man does.
Whenever you say Spider-Man, you always mean the other one. You're Spider-Man. You can fix this. Your way.
Here we go. Found my position, let's hit the road. Came along, now my people here with me, I'm in my zone. Been around the block a time or two. I tell you where to go, I tell you how to move. I got longitude and latitudes. Keep it moving, that's my attitude. Looking back, I know they probably doubt me. Now the city on my back, I wear it proudly. I took the message and sent it, felt like I was born for this minute. This is my time. I'm seizing the moment, cause I gotta go for the time's gone. Ain't scared of the dark, cause I'm bringing the light when the night's long. I shine on. See it coming, I don't need a sign. This the moment, I'ma make it mine. This is my time. My time, my time now. My time,
What's up, New York?
Miles! Finally got through.
Oh, hey Pete, what's going on?
I saw the news. It was in Simkarian, so either a bridge exploded or a bagel was fumigated, which doesn't make any sense in context. Either way, I'm looking at flights. I can be back tomorrow night.
No, don't do that. It's okay. I figured out who's responsible, and I'm gonna stop them, I promise.
Okay, I trust you. But if you need help, I'll be on the first plane home. Otherwise, I'll see you when I get back in a few weeks, okay?
Yeah, okay. Thanks. And good luck learning some Karian.
Why are there 7 different words for bathroom?
Shop's all boarded up. Sad to see it like this. Should find a low-profile way in. Don't want to draw attention. Hello? Man, this place is dusty. No one's been here in a while. Someone left the lights on. There's something behind here. Okay, this is a secret room. Video file from 6 months ago.
Running a test upload.
Half my team is sick. But Krieger still want him at his Nuform. We need to do this tonight.
Let me. You sure we're ready?
We have to be. They broke ground in Harlem today, ahead of schedule.
Poisoning the city to make a buck.
They keep cutting corners, ignoring safety reports. I can't let them pervert my work like this, Phin.
Okay, first we flush the core, then we wipe all data. You're sure they can't just make more of this stuff?
No. No, as long as we take out the backup supply in Jersey too. But without me, they'll have no idea how Nuform works. Project will be DOA.
I'll record us. Things go wrong, video uploads straight to the Bugle.
Perfect. You ready to save New York?
Ready.
There's a second video.
Damn it. No uploads. Phone must have been damaged. I won't let tonight be for nothing. I promise, Rick.
They were trying to shut the Nuform project down. But something went wrong. Last known location of her phone. If I can track it.
Alright, so once we get done with this cutscene, we're going to have quite a few enemies in front of us. Now, when we come out of this cutscene, if we don't immediately go invisible, these guys will attack us. So being that there's so many snipers, you want to go invisible immediately.
These guys out.
And then what I like to do is take up this position back here. I find that this spot lends itself best to taking out as many enemies as possible, as quickly as possible in stealth. But essentially that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to mark up all these enemies, and I don't think I've spoken to it yet, but the reason I mark enemies up is because then you'll always know their status, right? Whether they're safe or there's a danger in taking them down. If you don't mark them up and you just, you'll basically just have to like scan them every single time to know what their status is, which is less efficient. So, but anyways, we're gonna go ahead and take these guys out stealth. And if I remember correctly, my stealth gets messed up here because the game like system breaks right here. Yeah, so he didn't actually grab the ledge or like land on the ledge because I wanted to perch up there and then take these guys out as they turn around, take out the one that's in the back, similar to what I'm doing here. But the system broke there, so I wasn't able to do that. Anyways, once we take out all but 2, then we get 3 more that spawn on this rooftop, so that's why I got the hell out of there as quickly as I did, because I don't want them to go alert. And then from here, we'll just go right back into taking all these guys out via stealth, and then we'll move on.
Someone go check on him. I'll see what's up.
Spider-Man, we know you're here. Spider-Man. Hey, we've got a problem. Kicking us. There he is.
Actually, you take this. Okay, back to that computer. If I can find Finn's phone, maybe I can understand what happened to Rick and why she became the Tinkerer. There, got a location. Call Genki. Fill him in.
Hey, did you find anything in Finn's shop?
Yeah. I know why she's doing all this. Roxxon Research Labs. This is where the whole Nuform project got started.
Alright, so as we enter into this area, we're going to zip over to this light post, and then we're going to stick over to the wall here, and we can just go ahead and immediately take this guy out. I don't need to mark these guys up or, you know, see their status. I already know that this is going to work 100% of the time if done fast enough. So we'll take these 2 guys out, and then we'll just finish off this guy, and then we can move into the facility.
Okay. Now to get into the building. Absorbing energy fried the generator. I can't believe that actually worked. And I'm in. Breaking into a lab full of armed guards. Christmas break sure is different this year. I should be at home, taking naps, playing a ton of video games, and eating like 100 Christmas cookies. Which way? Tracker said the phone was pretty far below ground level.
Alright, so once we get to the bottom of this and we drop down, we're going to have to immediately zip up. If we don't do that, then we're going to essentially have to fight all 4 of these guys, which we don't want to do. I can't remember if you can zip up there without going invisible, but I always just go invisible to be safe. I don't need invisibility for anything soon, so that would be my suggestion. As we enter into this room, we're going to go ahead and use basically the electric grenades here to take down all but 1 of the enemies. So we'll throw it on the second one and we'll wait for that furthest enemy to come in. And note that you'll know whether they will or will not be affected by it because they'll get a blue outline around their character model when they're within range of the attack.
Like a Nuform reactor?
It's what these schematics say, yeah.
Krieger's on a deadline.
So you gonna tell me whose phone you're looking for?
Tinkerers. You gonna tell me why you're stalking me?
To protect you. You should feel honored. I came out of retirement to watch your back.
Can't believe my uncle's the
Alright, so as we drop into this room, we're going to go ahead and grab remote mine again, and we're going to take out these 2 guys here. Again, you'll see their silhouette is outlined in blue, so I know that they'll be affected. We'll do the same thing here on these 2. Take them out, and then we're going to go ahead and zip up above these 2 guys, and what I want to do is take these 2 guys out in stealth. So once we take that guy out, I can just finish off this guy, and then we can go hit the computer terminal, and then we can move on.
Silo's just on the other side of that blast shield. Use that terminal to open it up.
With a Nuform reactor in each one. Nuform made Rick sick. I need to shut these down.
Focus. Get the phone and get out of there. Reactors below.
So for this section, one of the cool things with this section is that it is very, very repeatable, at least for the top floor. If I remember correctly, I actually messed this up. And maybe that was a different run attempt that I'm thinking of. But anyways, what I'm going to do is as soon as I have control of Spider-Man, we're going to go ahead and mark everyone up. And then I'm immediately going to go over 3 zip lines here, and I'm going to grab this guy on this section of this bridge. Then we're going to rotate to the right, which is behind me. We'll take this guy out, and then we'll go back towards the front where we started, which there will be 2 guys there. And as the second guy paces back, we'll take out the stationary target, and then I'll move onto a zip line behind and grab this last guy for this top level. Now from here, what I want to do is I want to move down, and the guy that's pathing right here, I want to take him out first. And then we want to rotate around and take out the next guy.
Subway worker guy?
And I believe this is... Okay, I didn't get seen. Maybe that's a different run that I'm thinking of. There was a run where I did this. And Matt, right here. Okay, this is what it was. So that guy was seen, and I realized, like, normally he's not, like he's safe to pull there. So as soon as I went to pull him, I realized that he was red, saying that it was dangerous, and so I just immediately went into camouflage. And that's a tactic I'm going to use throughout this run. I mean, obviously I'm aiming to not have anybody see me, but if somebody does, then I'll just go into camouflage and we'll be perfectly safe. Now, something to note there, that guy that I'm pulling now did shoot at me. However, because I was in the takedown stealth animation of like webbing up that guy, we gain iframes there. Iframes meaning invincibility frames, which means we cannot take damage. So I don't know why this is a little nuanced, but whenever you're like perched doing a stealth takedown, I've never been hit during the animation. However, on a ground takedown, I have been. So like going in and you'll like walk behind somebody and take them down quietly via, you know, whatever animation. I have had that where as I initiate it, the guy that I'm attacking doesn't know I'm there, but somebody else sees me and starts attacking me, and I do take damage. Granted, that situation has been very, 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 very low likelihood of happening. It's occurred twice in 50 hours or whatever I've spent with this game. So it's a very, very low chance that that does occur, but it can occur. So if you decide to try and do this run, just keep that in mind. So this will be an instance where you'll see at the top left we're taking damage. There's really nothing we can do about that. It's developer intended for the narrative. So this does not count against us.
Real bad right now. Like, it's tear me. I can't. I can't hold the energy.
Mom, talk to me, kid. You alright?
I feel like I just got dropped out of a plane. But at least the reactor's disabled.
You're almost out.
I really needed that phone. Now what am I gonna do?
Come on, kid. I can't get to you before Roxxon does.
Alright, so as the shield enemy comes in, basically what we're going to do is we're just going to pull his shield. This normally is a tutorial in the base game. On New Game Plus, they don't show it to you anymore. So we'll grab his shield, we'll hit him with his shield, knock him down. I'm going to go invis and then go all the way back up to the top. And now from here on out, basically it's just a stealth game, right? I don't believe I've spoken on it yet, but whenever I'm doing these stealth sections, there are two prerequisites. One, I need them to not be paying attention to me so that I can even do stealth. And then two, generally speaking, I need to have full camouflage in case something happens, right? So in case I mess up or the game bugs or something, I need to have full camouflage so I can be safe. So, and you'll see that for several other sections. I'll kind of take this slow approach, let camouflage come back. Now here, he was safe, and as soon as I hit the button, he just went like bad, right? So I hit camo immediately. But you can see that I'm not engaging yet. I'm waiting for them to drop combat. And then once they've dropped combat, then I'm going to go ahead and mark everybody up and make sure that either 100% I am safe, or we're going to let camouflage come all the way back before I make a move.
Another one bites the dust.
And this will work in every section of the game except for one, at the very, very end of the game, where enemies are technically not coded. There are certain enemies that are not coded to drop combat with you. But I'll talk more to that section once we get there. Alright, so that takes care of all those. So now the section we're going to go into, there is a bit of RNG here, and I'll talk to that in a second, but basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, we're going to do Grav, we're going to do Venom Smash, we're going to web up what we can, and then I'm going to immediately turn around and run back to this spot, because I want to make sure that I get this this rocket launcher guy like taken care of immediately. Now I didn't have enough web to do that, which is unfortunate and was kind of scary. But there is, basically we're going to do the entire fight from here, and when done properly, you'll get one guy at a time that'll come up here, and you'll be able just to deal with them one at a time. Now, because Prowler came up here, everybody came up here, which is a rarity. But it also kind of worked out in my favor, because you have to go through so many enemies before he opens up the escape for you to leave into like the train tunnel. So it worked out for me. It was a little scary though, because that's not normally what happens. Alright, so at the very beginning of this, so this will be the exit here, and I kind of know the timing there, that's why I went invisible, and I was just waiting for him to blow it up so I can make my way there without having to worry about anybody shooting at me, because I'm invis. But what I wanted to say there at the very beginning, there is an RNG component to it, where
I still need to find.
And I'll have to go back and see, because I kept some of the failed attempts, but I think I have a clip of it where as soon as I come out of that, I immediately take damage without any kind of warning. There's a Roxxon guard that shoots me without any warning. It just happens. There's no, you know, like white spidey sense or red spidey sense above Miles' head or anything to tell me that the attack is coming. It just happens. And so something that I found out after the fact was that whenever you go into your menu, so like you go into like the menu to select a gadget, for whatever reason it drops enemies from combat with you for like that instantaneous moment. If they're looking at you to attack you and you go into the menu, they'll just stop. Like somebody could be aiming at you and the line could be red, and when you go into that menu and you come out of it, it'll just drop and the attack won't happen. And I don't know why that occurs. Maybe that's developer intended, so that when you're selecting a gadget, you don't have to worry about taking damage as you're selecting it. But I did adapt that to that part of the fight that we just got done doing. So as I come out of that and Prowler's standing beside me, I just go into the menu immediately. That way I don't get randomly shot for no reason.
I've got time to check on the city. Yeah.
All right, so similar to, you know, the last section, we're basically going to go where we need to be and just kind of wait for the game to catch up to us. We're not going to go do any side, you know, activities or content. We're just going to go head to the door to meet Phin and just wait until the story progresses so that we can interact with it.
Followers you've gained since the app went live? It's crazy. I've been running some numbers, and I know you said no to ads before, but maybe we could reconsider.
No.
Right. No, of course not. Just saying. So did you find Finn's phone?
Yeah, but it melted after I absorbed energy from a Nuform reactor.
Wait, what? How are you not dead?
Felt like it was for a minute there. But then I released all the energy in kind of a mini explosion. Luckily I didn't bring down the whole lab.
Man, I gotta start taking notes on all your new powers. So, what's the plan now?
Uncle Aaron thinks I should tell Phin I want to join the underground. Then I could take the Nuform so she doesn't use it for whatever.
Whoa, like, lie to her face?
Yeah, but I don't have any other leads.
You know what we need?
Don't say a pros and cons list.
A pros and cons list, exactly.
I gotta make a move, man.
I guess. Well, good luck. Call if you need me.
Folks, here we are again. A major disaster in our city. Explosions, a bridge collapse, weapons discharged amid rush hour traffic. Thank heaven no lives were lost. But we can't be that lucky every time. What if this attack had happened a few days later, during the so-called storm of the century the 5 o'clock news won't stop jabbering about? From disaster to bedlam in a snap. Now there's plenty of blame to go around, including to these underground thugs. That being said, it'd be a dereliction of my duty if I didn't point out that the Underground's attack was little more than an armored car heist until Spider-Man's bratty little sidekick showed up and tried to handle things, all on his own. What happened next? He made things worse. This new kid wants to be Spider-Man? Well, he sure is living up to the name. Speaking of which, anyone notice that the original Spider-Man hasn't been seen lately? I think I know why. He's like the parent pretending that the kid melting down in the cereal aisle isn't theirs. But we know the apple doesn't fall far from the web. We know it. You're the apple, Spider-Man.
Okay, I gotta do it. Call Phin, get her to let me in the underground.
Hey, Miles. You okay?
Yeah. Why would you say that?
Oh, I saw the news about your mom's rally.
We're fine. Do you have time to get coffee, maybe?
I can make time. There's a place on Edison, near Fisk Tower. They don't do foam art, but people don't take pictures of their lattes, so worth it.
Okay, meet you there. Okay, halfway into infiltrating a dangerous group of criminals. Cool.
I I was really glad you called. I needed a break.
From what?
Oh, just... stuff.
So, I went to your folks' old shop. Thought you might be there. Looked like there might have been some kind of fight just before I got there. I went inside, looked around. Found out about Rick. I'm so sorry.
What else did you find out?
I want to help you. But you gotta talk to me.
I'm really sorry your mom got hurt at her rally. If that new Spider-Man hadn't shown up, everyone would have been fine. Please don't try to talk me out of this. I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Good. So, that's my big secret. That's why I've been so busy. What's your excuse?
Well, school, volunteering at Feast.
You're always busy with stuff like that. What's the real reason?
The real reason is... I've been taking on a lot more responsibilities than I can handle lately. Made me push my friends away. But I'm here to fix that. Maybe I could join your club? Crew? Team?
I don't know.
You know, Rick was... He was the best. I get why you're doing this. If you want my help, I'm all in. If not, no worries. Your secret is safe with me.
You're a good friend, Miles. Okay, let's go.
Where? You know I'm not good with heights.
You'll be fine. I'll be watching. You'll need to prove yourself to the underground. I'll show you how when we get to Fisk Tower.
You're set up in the Kingpin's office space?
After he went to prison, the feds seized his property. They haven't gotten around to selling it, so we moved in.
How'd you get involved in all this? The underground, the Tinkerer.
Tinkerer's a nod to my role. I built everything. The masks, the weapons.
Programmable matter.
Right. The underground tried to rob my granddad's shop and saw what I was working on. We made a deal.
I know you're after Krieger, but what do they get out of it? Besides guns?
Notoriety. They want to be so well known, they can get away with anything.
And you're good with that?
I can't take on Roxxon alone. Come on. You need to jump from the crane to the balcony. Show them you're fearless.
They're watching?
Through the windows. You have to do this. Come on, you'll be fine.
Gotta do this without giving away I'm Spider-Man. Come on, Miles. Make it look good.
Gotcha.
So am I officially in the club now?
Sure. But watch your back. These guys take a while to warm up to new people. Here it is, where the plan comes together.
So, your plan. How does Nuform fit in? Krieger's saying you stole a shipment.
I stole one canister. I'm making some adjustments. Don't worry about it. Take today to settle in.
Right. You
Good, you're back. Gavin needs you.
Not now. We've got a new recruit.
Fine.
Oh man. You built all these?
Yeah. As long as the new weapons keep coming, the underground stay loyal.
Is that a programmable matter sword?
New enemies, new solutions.
You mean Spider-Man, right?
This week's most unwelcome surprise.
Once Tinker, she's not gonna show him downstairs, right?
Finn, Gavin's really freaking out about shield calibration.
How many times do I have to explain it to him? Miles, I need to deal with something. Hang here, okay?
Oh yeah, sure. Now's my chance. I gotta figure out where she's keeping the Nuform. Might be able to find some clues in here. This stuff from Martin Lee's gang?
Yeah, trophies. Gotta establish dominance if we're gonna replace Fisk and run New York.
These guys are well trained if they took down the demons. Wonder where they train. Ooh, Fisk would not like this.
I had secrets and trapdoors all over this place. He cracked them all. We own Fisk now, I know.
Secret rooms. Good place to hide a deadly fuel source. Bridge attack's getting the underground a lot of press.
Gotta grow that rap. Ask me, we should be focusing on the PR, not lugging around this weird crap.
Lugging it around. Maybe they brought it here. It's a lot of cash.
Even more downstairs. Old man's basically funding us, whether he likes it or not.
More downstairs. That sounds promising. Might be using Fisk's secret rooms on the ground level.
Break time's over, kids. Group 2, head downstairs for training.
Sounds like where I need to go. Gotta update Genki.
Alright, so for this section, there are a crap ton of enemies here. In fact, I think this is probably the section that has the most populated enemies in the game.
But I saw Finn head toward the basement.
At least in the main story, anyway. So, the strategy here is 100% stealth. I want to take a stealth approach. The only enemies that are really going to be consistent, so meaning I'll take them out in a specific order, are going to be like the first 5, if I remember correctly. So we'll have, so there's 4, so yeah, considering the group that's standing by the gun range, I guess that would make it 6. So we take that guy out here. We'll have 4 here, kind of up towards the back, that I'm going to take out in a very specific order. So we'll take this guy out first, then we'll drop down, take the next one. Then I'll go over to like my 2 o'clock and we'll take out this guy. And then we'll take out the guy that's like right under him to the left. Now the way that I do this is I kind of just perch up here and then turn the camera so that I get the prompt to take this person out. And then from here we can go over to our right and we can use a remote mine technically to take out like 2 of the enemies. Well, I guess technically it's 3 because 1 comes to investigate and then we can just kick him in the face. So we're going to throw this remote mine down. We'll see the 2 in, we'll go ahead and execute, and then as this guy comes in, I just want to make sure that he's safe, and then we'll take him out. And again, you can go down there and kick him if you want, but I find it's better just to stay out of range where anybody can see you. Now from here on out, it's not as structured, I guess. So as I went to pull that guy, they saw me, so I had to go invis, which is fine, it's not a big deal. But I prioritized him because it's the double fist, so we want to get these double fist guys off the field as soon as possible, just in case something bad happens and I do have to enter combat. I don't want to be fighting those guys. But that's really all to speak to on this section. It's just going to be a lot of stealth, guys. Just being patient and waiting for the opportunity to take enemies out quietly so that I never am I'm never in any danger of taking damage. So that's all I'll say to that, and I'll see you guys on the next section.
I heard something.
Okay. Still no sign of Phin.
She must have gone somewhere. I read this interview with Fisk where he said he loved art with a purpose.
What does that mean?
I don't know. But they also found a bunch of secret passages in his house hidden behind art. So...
Yeah, gotcha. I'm looking. Hey! I think I got something! Oh! Secret stairs. Goes deep.
Lots of mob bosses have secret exits like this. Wonder if Fisk planned to use it when the other Spider-Man came for him.
He should have built a faster elevator. Maybe he would have gotten away.
Let's not start giving the supervillains ideas, cool?
You hear all that noise in the atrium? Must be a hell of a training exercise today.
I know you don't want to talk. The 3 people got sick after the bridge. 3! We know how dangerous Nuform is.
You knew this would be dangerous. It's the deal we made.
But if we're getting sick too?
You can hack it, you can get out. The underground doesn't have time for weaklings.
You hearing this? Nuform is making the underground sick too.
They're so... callous about it.
You moved the Nuform? Safely?
Yeah, the lab uptown.
Genki, they moved the Nuform.
We're not sure if the canister's safe. It was hot, buzzing, like it's unstable.
It's that new Spider-Man. His powers messed with the structure. Tell everyone not to touch it.
They're hideouts. Nuform's gotta be in one of them.
I need a clearer picture. Then I can narrow it down.
We don't know enough about this stuff. What it is, where it came from.
My brother created Nuform. Chief chemist. And Roxxon killed him. I won't stop until Roxxon's gone. Are you with me?
You know we are.
Good.
I need power. Generators, car batteries, whatever you can find. Bring them to the theater.
Alright, so this is a goofy little section here. So basically as soon as I gain control of Spider-Man, we're going to go invis, and then I'm basically just going to zip up to the ceiling. The ceiling that's like ridiculously low that they can't, for whatever reason, see me on. But basically we're just going to stay here, wait until they drop combat. I'm going to let my camouflage start to come back, and while that's happening, I'm going to go ahead and mark these guys up so that I can see their status. Now, it is good to note that after the first couple that we take out, there are going to be others that are going to spawn in, so you absolutely have to have camouflage. Because as they come and spawn in, like while you're doing the takedown, they're going to see you, and you need to be able to pop camouflage while that animation is happening. So right here, right? So I need to be able to pop camouflage and move, because you'll see there's 2 right there that spawned in, 3 that spawned in, 4 that spawned in. So I need to basically make sure that I have camouflage so that I am safe. Otherwise, I will immediately take damage coming out of that animation, that takedown animation. Now from here, there aren't going to be any more enemies that are going to spawn. So we're gonna fall back on our fundamentals, which is we want to make sure that we have camouflage, especially in tight rooms like this. You want to make sure you have camouflage. And then, you know, just being patient. Now, arguably, you could make this a little bit quicker and just take these guys out. Like, you could just take one out, and whether you get seen or not, just go into camouflage. Wait for your camouflage to come back, take another one out. Whether they see you or not, doesn't matter. You just pop camouflage again. So, you could do it that way. I choose not to do it that way. But I do believe that you could do it that way, and you'd be completely safe, and you wouldn't run the risk of taking damage.
Someone give me a hand! Hey, what was that? I got your back. What the? Webs? Crap! It's Spider-Man!
All I answered.
I heard something. Ah! I found one!
Out for the count.
Spider-Man's nearby! Someone give me a hand! The hell was that?
You're just one guy!
I cleaned up that photo you took of the map. Looks like the underground are squatting in old Fisk construction sites.
What about a theater? Phin mentioned one.
A theater, huh? That's
Don't say it, Genki.
dramatic.
You said it.
That'd be the Gem Theater.
Sounds like that's where she hid the Nuform. So that's my next stop.
If you're headed to the theater, I'm all in. If you're gonna check out those underground hideouts first, I know someone who can help.
Cool. I'll add the hideouts to my to-do list and hit you up when I get to the theater.
I'll be here, trying to figure out why Speed Nonagon keeps crashing.
Phin's not meeting the underground at the gym till later tonight. Probably has some time to check the app, or whatever else needs doing. Okay, I should see if Phin hit the Nuform in the gym theater.
You're right, Genki. Underground are everywhere.
You might say they're...
Alright, so for this section, we have a lot of enemies to take out on various buildings around this area, so...
Barrier's electrified.
These enemies, for the most part, I'd say 90%. The way that I take them down here is going to be consistent. And the way that you could do it yourself, just kind of follow the steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, 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 through the enemies, and it'll happen that way every single time. The 10% is some of the enemies that roam around actually choose to roam slightly different sometimes, and then you have to wait a little bit longer or take a little bit of a different approach to make sure that you're able to take them out safely. So, not a whole lot for me to talk to here. I think, you know, I'll let you guys just watch this. But this section, again, is primarily stealth. We shouldn't have to go loud and, you know, deal with anybody seeing us unless something gets messed up. So, just another long stealth section with quite a bit of enemies.
Pretty sure I heard something.
Waiting for Spider-Man.
Oh, I heard something.
Alan, what's your status? Alan? Come and go check on him.
Got him. Now we gotta drain that generator.
Tinkerer showed up.
Nap time, bro. That'll leave a mark. Gotta watch out for spiders, man. Cool, chipping away. knew I could do it.
Did you really pull the club last night? Crappy little body. No. But Tinkerer wanted a diversion while you all get that rock.
Something's over there. Look how strong his weapon is.
Hey, what was that?
Gotta be quick. One more underground. Soon 3 more down.
Remember what it was like before Tinkerer showed up?
Disorganized. Always fighting us.
Your lucky day. Sorry.
Yeah. People respect us now. Now we got Spider-Man and Roxxon again. I don't know if we can survive it.
We can, as long as we keep following her.
Glad people finally know their name underground.
You're scared. Spider-Man or Roxxon?
Lights out for you.
We almost wiped us out before we met this public. That was before. All that matters is that.
All that matters is now. Quoting the Tinkerer?
Why not? She knows what we're up against better than anyone.
The hell was that?
Wes, look around. It might be Spider-Man.
Finally getting more respect for yourself.
Oh, bites the dust.
Keep away from the ring!
Actually, you take this!
That did it. Barrier's fresh out of power.
And prime for smashing.
That was the way to the main auditorium. Now it's locked.
Oops. Maybe there's a staircase.
Hey man, I'm thinking. What if you told Phin you're Spider-Man?
Yo, Phin. Not only did I lie about joining your club, but I'm also the guy trying to stop you.
Okay, yeah. We can work on the delivery.
Giant armored silo looks promising.
Really feeling like my gaming...
Container's got cables running away from it. No wonder. Can't make a direct connection. Might be able to use that reed hooked up. Just need to power it. That's one. Need to power the others. So why do you think I should tell Phin I'm Spider-Man? Don't you think she might react badly?
Let's make a pros and cons list. Pro, she's your best friend. Besides me.
Con, she's a tinkerer.
Pro, talking to her is easier than sneaking around behind her back.
Con, the other Spider-Man was super clear. Don't tell anyone who you are.
Told me. Maybe if she knows it's you she's fighting, she'll rethink the whole Tinkerer thing.
Maybe you're right. That sounds promising. Gotta check that super.
Alright, so as we come out of this cutscene, we are going to have another section of lots of enemies where basically we're just going to do stealth. So obviously first thing we're going to do is go ahead and mark these guys up so I can see their status. After that, I don't really have a scripted like ABCD type go through these guys. I kind of just go through them as I see it safe. But this whole section will be stealth. And then once we get done with these enemies, we will have some more that will come into this area, and I'll talk to that once we get to that spot. So I'll see you in a few.
Who's there?
city with powered vehicles. Danica doesn't know what she's talking.
Her bat got sick after being on the bridge.
We all know that. Nuform gets in your lungs, you're dead.
And it doesn't bother you that Tinker's forcing us to hang around it?
You want to punk out? That's on you. I'm not running from a can.
I heard something.
Jay, you still got that charger? Anyone got eyes?
Spider-Man's here!
Someone check on him?
Checking it out.
Someone's taking us out! Start a search! Someone cover me! Oh, heard something.
Hey, Jaina, how's it look? Jaina? Crap, someone make sure she's alright.
I'll check around.
Spider-Man! We're not scared of you!
Even Spider-Man's not ready for this.
Alright, so as soon as we gain control of Spider-Man, we're going to go invisible, same as we always do. And we're just going to go up to the top, and we're going to wait. We're going to wait for all these guys to drop combat, and then what I want to do is I want to prioritize the big guy with the shield. And I also want to ensure that I have camouflage. These big guys with shields are kind of a pain in the ass. Because so the game kind of tricks you. So the first shield enemy that we dealt with was in the Roxxon facility, and the game gives you a tutorial saying, hey, grab it and rip it out of his hands. If you try that with these from the underground, they're just going to pull you in and hit you. So you can't do that with these guys. So really the only way you can fight them is to do a venom attack on their shield and destroy their shield. And then once their shield's destroyed, you can fight them fairly safely. They don't have any crazy like fast attacks. But the easiest thing to do is to simply just stealth them. So there's not going to be a single one of those underground shield enemies in this run that I will ever actually fight. Every one of them will be stealthed except for the last two in the game that I have to face. But anyways, once we get all these guys down, we'll move on. And again, as you can see, it's just stealthing everything. It's not anything too risky or too dramatic.
Can't let you take that.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Alright, so for our chase with Phin, really nothing to talk to here. All of these explosions are just for show. They don't actually do damage to you if you get caught in them. She does do an attack that's, you know, similar to the first Spider-Man game. Like when you were chasing Martin Lee and they would shoot rockets. It's essentially the same thing, so you'll see it right there. And you'll know that she's about to shoot it because like around her gun will start to like kind of flash, like right there. So you'll know when it's coming. It's very easy to avoid. So can you take damage in this section? Yes. Is it probable or likely you take damage here? No. It's very easy to avoid this stuff.
How about we use our words? How about you stop being so flingy? Or is she not tired yet? It is not going well.
Where are you?
I don't know. I'm dodging explosions. I need a new strategy. Gonna do what you said.
Tell her the truth?
Yeah, as soon as I catch her. Tinkerer, I gotta tell you something. Slow down.
Do you think I'm stupid?
You wanna hear this, I promise.
Step off, Spider-Man!
Oh crap! Not good, not good! Hope the ship's okay!
Alright, so as Phin goes up this building, we're going to chase her up, and she's going to throw out some discs now. Essentially, this is just jump, and then move left, move right, move left, and then another jump. As long as you time all that properly, you'll get through that without taking damage.
Give me one good reason not to end you.
My mom would be very upset.
Miles?
Can we just...
You two on the roof! Freeze!
That could have gone better.
Alright guys, so what we need to do now is we're basically just going to sit here and wait and not move. We have to have a bunch of dialogue happen before we get
How'd it go with Phin?
the ability to fast travel. So essentially we're going to go through this Genki conversation, and when we get done with Uncle Aaron's conversation, we'll have the ability to fast travel, and so then we'll fast travel and move into position for the conversation with Uncle Aaron and Miles. And so we're just going to go there and do what we did on a lot of the other ones. We're just going to go there and sit there and wait until the game catches up, and then we'll be pulled into the cutscene.
I have no idea where Phin is, or the Nuform. Guess I should kill some time till Uncle Aaron's free. Time to kill Tone called me back. Should check the app. See what's good.
Hey, friends. Apparently, Mr. Jameson heard that I'm, and I am quoting his producer here, a Spider-Man stan. So now he's demanding I debate him. Jameson is a trained debater, and he's an accomplished journalist. So even if I'm right, that doesn't mean I can win. Sometimes it's not about the truth, it's about being the one who talks the most, or the loudest. But look, this debate is going to happen. I couldn't live with myself if I didn't try, and hey, maybe we'll all learn something. Next week, I'll post an edited version of the debate with Triple J with the full transcript on my blog. But until then, remember to invest in blue light filters if screens give you headaches. Bye!
I gotta call you back.
Oh.
Alright, Miles. Spill it. Give me the whole situation.
Phin, Roxxon, Underground. It's just a lot, you know?
You're 17. You're stressed. And you're a superhero. You gotta cut yourself some slack. You still making beats?
Not much since I started this.
Work-life balance, kid. Most important thing. Here. Little project your dad and I started back in the day. Our mixtape. Had rhymes ready and everything.
How come I never heard about this?
Because we never finished. We sampled street noise around the way. Wanted the city to be our beat. But your dad had the masters. And after things went bad between us... But you could finish what we couldn't. Plus, it'll take your mind off work.
Yeah. Okay. What do I do?
Load that up. I'll walk you through it. I'll set up holograms to guide you.
Okay, don't think about Phin. Focus on sounds. Clear my head.
Scan the hologram, and it'll unlock files on that drive I gave you. You figure out which sound you're looking for. There you go. Yeah, that's it. Rest of the sounds you need are spread across the city. I left a few messages for you, too, to help you get a feel for each location.
Oh, dope.
Not now. Hey, get something you like?
Yeah, really unique dynamics.
See? Old man still knows his stuff.
And you were right about clearing my head, too. I know what to do about Phin. I gotta see her. Try to talk her out of all this.
In person? Where?
Trinity Church. Tomorrow night. Why so interested?
Because you got a target on your back the size of Jersey.
You don't have to protect me.
Someone should.
You know, you said you never finished this tape because of how things went bad between you and Dad. What actually happened between you two?
It was complicated. We were too similar and too different. Finish the tape, get all the samples, and you'll hear the whole story. Promise.
All right, thanks, Unc.
Trinity Church. Remember, Tinker is yours, but leave the boy alone.
Man, I needed that. I was beat. Okay, I'm gonna call Phin. As soon as I'm ready to go. Spider-Man coming through.
Huh?
All right, time to call Phin. Hope she answers.
Hi, Spider-Man.
Phin, hey, we need to talk in person.
So you can lie to me again?
So I can make this right. Please. Meet me at Trinity Church. No more lies, I promise.
If you're screwing with me... Fine. I'll see you there.
At least she's willing to meet. Okay, Trinity Church, let's go.
That was a hell of a way to tell me you're Spider-Man. What if I'd killed you?
You want me to feel bad because you almost killed me?
I want you to stop lying to me! I let you in the underground because I thought you understood.
I do understand. What Krieger did to Rick? Roxxon needs to pay. Not like this.
This is the only way I can beat him. I need you to look the other way. Please.
I can't. I made a promise.
So did I. Why'd you pick here?
Dad brought us to that concert. 7 choirs from 7 countries. Remember? Ghana was my favorite.
Ghana wasn't there. You're thinking of Guinea.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Ghana.
Guinea, Belize, Poland, Cuba.
South Korea, Thailand, Venezuela. You're right.
I usually am.
Usually. What?
Alright, so right when we come out of this cutscene, we're going to do Venom Blast. You might have caught it at the top left that we had taken a crap ton of damage. We were about 20% life there. Again, that's developer intended, it's scripted, there's not a whole lot we can do about that, so that does not count against us. But when we do the Venom Blast, we get full health back, so that's good, I guess.
Holy shit.
Tougher than I look, huh?
Let's find a way out of here.
Roxxon kept Rhino instead of giving him to the police. It's crazy.
Nothing about Roxxon surprises me anymore.
You okay?
I will be, once we're out. I'm shutting off security cams. Can you check that computer? What did you find?
There's the exit. Through this office. We have to lift the base lockdown first, from the control room.
First, we need to escape the security wing. I'll go down to the floor, see what we're dealing with.
Door's locked.
Venom worked in the cell. Should work on the door. Hello.
It's unlocked. I'm headed to the floor.
Right above you.
Okay, so as we enter this room and we gain control of Spider-Man back, the way that I take these guys out generally will be the same, at least in the areas that I go to attempt to take enemies out. So we're gonna go ahead and mark all these guys up. We'll take out this first one, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move to the far right and try and clear that whole area out. Most of the time it works, sometimes it doesn't. Regardless, if we get seen here, we just pop camouflage, same as we've been doing. So this whole area will be a stealth encounter, and we're just aiming to clear this place out without being seen.
Word of advice: watch what you say around Krieger. He seems relaxed, but he's got a short fuse. Seen him go through 3 different assistants in less than a month.
Don't really see the point of holding Spider-Man and Tinkerer. We should just get rid of them.
Krieger's always working an angle. He thinks they're more valuable to the company alive. Sector clear. You pull duty at the plaza yet? We're working overtime to get that place open next week.
Yeah, I'm on rotation coming up. Seems like the whole future of the company's staked on that place.
Continuing sweep.
Way's clear.
Alright, so as soon as Phin goes to the computer, we're going to have 2 enemies come in. So all we're going to do is grab the remote mine, and we're going to set these guys up to the right of the door, and then just take them out. Then we'll have 1 enemy left, and we can go take him out with a normal takedown. I generally don't like to do that here, though, because I have had the game mess up where you go in for the takedown, and because it's almost threading the needle between like the upper grate and then the wall area, sometimes Spider-Man will just get stuck on it or collide with it, and then the animation or the attack won't happen. And then you'll have to fight the guy normally, which in and of itself isn't a big deal, but it's obviously not ideal. So.
Sir, the police are asking about Rhino. What do we tell them? Our man at the raft is setting up a special work release program. Tell the police Rhino's doing a little community service.
Can't believe they got away with this.
Door's unlocked, but I need you to force it open.
Can do. Go there. No.
Wait. Do you know that guy? Is that the reason we got captured?
No. It's... I knew he worked with Roxxon, but I didn't think he'd sell me out.
I can't believe this.
Into your trap. Why do I keep listening to you?
Then no. There has to be an explanation. I didn't know this would happen.
Just save it. Let's keep moving. They initiated a lockdown. That's the control room we have to get into.
So we'll need past those security shutters.
Got a maintenance panel here, but it needs power.
Let me see what I can do. There! We've got power.
Accessing... I can't hotwire the shutters, but I can move machinery, like that crane.
Maybe we can use that. I'll look around.
They build engines for their APCs in here. Can you move the crane back to the assembly line?
Yeah, think I know where you're headed.
Okay, this laser should activate the engine. Ugh, crap! Laser shorted out.
Maybe I can reroute power. You're good. Use the laser.
One laser coming up.
Perfect. If I overcharge the engine, it'll be explosive.
And explosive is just what we need to destroy those shutters.
Get down!
Let's go. Almost out.
That's our way out. Give me a few minutes to get it open.
Looks like they guessed our plan.
Not hard. There's only one exit.
All right, I'll take care of those guards. You get that door open.
One thing. Did you ever think about calling me to tell me you were Spider-Man? You know, after my parents died, Rick basically had to become my dad. I thought I'd miss having a brother, but I had you.
Phin,
Get this door open!
That won't hold forever!
Go! I'll be fine, just go!
Okay, so our first introduction for thermal enemies. Not that they're a big deal for me, because basically we're gonna clear this whole area out via stealth. So the way that I start this is always the same. I feel like a broken record at this point. I'm just saying the same things over and over again, but that's what makes this game so fun to do for no damage, is that it's very repeatable. So we're gonna take this first guy out, then I'm gonna go all the way across to the far side here, and we're gonna take out this thermal enemy.
Yeah.
Then we're going to go right across from where he is. We're going to take out this next enemy. And then from here, I'm going to move over to the left. And what I want to do is I want to take out the guys that are standing down here with a remote mine. And then I'm going to aim to take out all the guys on the high ground. So any of the enemies that are on these catwalks, we're going to try and take all these guys down. Just so that the entire high ground area is cleared out. And then that'll leave one or two enemies generally on the bottom floor, and we can take those guys out fairly easily. Because what's going to happen is once we get, I think it's one or two enemies if I remember correctly, away from clearing this room out, Phin is going to call us and basically say, hey, come through the vent. And we're not going to be able to because we have to clear the area, so
just promise to talk it through with me, okay?
I find it better to take out everyone that you can from the rafters, and then there might be like one guy that you either have to ground take out or you have to move to a certain spot to take out that's on the ground floor, and you don't want to be down there when Phin calls because the camera rotates around, you lose control of the camera for a moment, which could potentially, get you hit because there's an enemy that sees you and you don't realize it or whatever. Anytime you lose control of your character as a player, doing a type of run like this always it has an element of risk to it. So I think what I do here, I just go over here and I think I'm just going to web the floor and pull him over, and then we'll take him out. And that'll be the last guy, and then we'll move on to the Rhino fight. Alright, so for the Rhino fight, really the problem with this fight is the very first section, like as soon as you get into the fight. There are going to be 4 enemies with guns, and we need to prioritize taking them out. So The first thing that I do is, well, the first thing we want to do is we want to make sure that we get power transfer on. That's going to actually be huge for this fight and pretty much the rest of this run. So I'm going to run Rhino into an object to stun him, and then while he's stunned, I'm going to move around and take out the guys with guns. Now, these two guys in the back are the only ones that are ever consistent. The other two, we just basically have to deal with them whenever we get a chance. Which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And this is a pain in the ass. It's difficult because you're having to manage everything that Rhino is doing, everything all the other enemies are doing, and then also looking for and dealing with these enemies that want to shoot at you. But the good thing is once we get these enemies down, the ones that are the ones with guns, all we have to do from here is just prioritize Rhino. If you leave those guys with guns alive, then basically for the remainder of this fight has 3 encounters. For the remainder of this fight, you're gonna have to deal with them. So for this first phase with Rhino, we're basically just dodging over him, running him into vehicles, breaking him, and then jumping out. Now I like to jump swing away. And the reason that I do that is because if you do that, he'll prioritize either throwing a rock or he'll prioritize charging you, which in phase 1 is all he can do, but more importantly in phase 2 and phase 3, he'll do a ground pound attack that sends out an X-style shockwave, and you can take damage from that if you touch it. So if you swing away from him, you'll always be completely safe, and that attack generally will not go off because it's a proximity-based attack to Miles. Okay, you'll also notice that in that phase I didn't use any Venom. I want to make sure that I have full Venom for this phase. So we're going to dodge the rock. He's going to move to throw a vehicle, and again, we can just kind of stand here and not have to worry about much because we took out the guys with the guns. So we're going to run up, we're going to hit this. As you go to throw this, you need to always prioritize his attacks. And so I wait there. He does his cross attack or whatever, and I wait there for a second because if you go in immediately and you touch one of those lines, you will take damage. Anytime I have the opportunity to do some webs, I'm just going to shoot webs simply to build Venom. We're going to go in, we're going to hit him. Very good, and then we're going to get away. So we have to do this a couple more times. Now I go invisible there to gain Venom. Again, that's from the perk that I put in at the very beginning of the fight. Okay, he throws. We're going to go empower this. Same thing we've been doing. Take this, throw it at him. Good. Go in. Good. And so the very next time we do this, he'll transition to the final phase, and then I get stuck on that, and I was freaking out. I remember that. I was like, nope, 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 nope. Prioritize not getting hit. Okay, again, he's on the cross, so we gotta wait a little bit. I'm gonna pop Invis there just to get full Venom. Because if you go into the final phase, which is what we're going into now, with full Venom, you can actually stun lock him. And you can defeat him without him ever being able to hit you. So that's what you'll see. It takes 4 Venom punches to defeat him. So I'm going to go Venom Punch 1. We'll hit him 4 times. Venom Punch 2. Hit him 4 times. Venom Punch 3. If I wasn't going to have enough Venom there, I would have popped Camouflage to gain the Venom I needed. But I knew that I had enough there. It gave me the bar. So we were able to get the 4th punch off and then basically just skip the entire final phase of the fight by just keeping him stun locked. And that's the Red Rhino fight. Fairly simple. Again, the hardest part of that fight is dealing with the guys with guns at the very beginning. If you can get them off the board so that they're not a variable you have to contend with, everything else in that fight is very simple as long as you pay attention and you prioritize dodging and you're not trying to be too aggressive. You can get to that fight without taking damage easily every single time.
Krieger updated the reactor. Tried to supercharge it to make his deadline. If Phin goes through with her plan... Oh my god. Harlem.
You watch till die. Helpless.
No, no, no!
Go to hell.
Phin! What the hell?
You screwed up the bridge! Destroyed my lab! Got me kidnapped!
Phin! Phin, the reactor!
Come near me again. I'll kill you.
But... we're family.
My family's dead.
Genki. I need help.
Hey, I'm telling people in Harlem they need to evacuate before me and your mom go door to door.
Okay, cool. I wanted to say, thanks for always having my back, man. Hey, I could use your help before you go.
You got it.
I want to cross-reference underground activity with buildings that could store Nuform. Maybe you could hack Oscorp's surveillance towers, or...
I'm in. It'll take a while to narrow down.
That's all right. Thanks, man. Gonna stretch my legs a little, then head out. Got some time.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and head over to the left side of the map, and we're going to go straight down to the Science Center. You don't really have to go to the Science Center, I just do, because, I don't know. There's this little, like, utility closet, like, room or whatever. It's like a storage room that I just think is so funny that the developers did not scale properly. Like, Miles looks like a giant. Yeah, this room right here. He looks like a giant in this room. Like Miles would damn near hit his head, if not hit his head, trying to go through that door behind him. And then, like, the sink would be, like, at his nutsack. Like, he's as tall as the shelves. It's just funny. But anyways, we want to be around this area, because once we get through a bunch of this dialogue with JJ, basically the Prowler is going to come in. He's going to attack us. He's going to kidnap us. It does do damage to you. If you pay attention to the top left, after you see the Spidey sense go above Miles' head, you'll see the damage come in. It's completely unavoidable. There's nothing you can do about it. It's developer intended, so again, it doesn't count against us in the objective of this run. But that's what we're doing. We're just waiting here for all this dialogue to get done so we can get captured, and then we can do the Prowler fight.
Roxxon just made my nice list. I'll give you 3 guesses who's on the naughty list. And they all start with Spider. And end in Man!
Hey, I found Phin's setup, the Oscorp Science Center. It's closed for renovations.
Oh my God. Our energy converter that won the middle school science fair. That's how she's gonna finish making the Nuform unstable enough to blow up Roxxon Plaza.
Whoa. It's like she picked it to get back at you.
Maybe she did. Thanks, Genki.
It's my job. Speaking of, time to help your mom evacuate Harlem. Later.
Okay. Oscorp Science Center. Phin needs to know what'll happen if she goes through with her plan. And if she won't listen, I'll take the Nuform. Destroy it if I have to.
Sorry about this, nephew. Can't let you go back out there. Let Krieger and the Tinkerer kill each other. Go back to being Spider-Man when the heat dies down.
And what? Just hide down here? I don't get to pick and choose when I'm Spider-Man. I gotta stop Phin.
No, you gotta survive. I've been trying to teach you that, but you don't listen.
You want me to survive so bad? Why sell me out to Krieger?
Wasn't a sellout.
Yeah.
I'm serious. You were never supposed to get caught. Krieger broke our deal.
You want it back in the family, and that's the best you could do?
I saved your life.
You threw me in a cell!
To protect you!
Like this is protecting me?
Damn it, Miles! I'm not gonna lose you too!
And I'm not gonna let people die, just to save my skin. You underestimated me.
Alright, so the Prowler fight has 3 phases. In phase 1, basically, I'm just not going to really use a whole lot of Venom. I want to perfect dodge him once, then we're going to use Venom into him. Now, ideally, I'd want to hit him the other direction, which I kind of messed up. So I'm going to do it again, and so what I do is I hit him a couple of times, and I always grab that electrical panel and throw it at him. So the Prowler is very, very weak to electricity, so be it an electrical panel or your remote mines will stun lock him hard. Like, you can do so much damage to him, and you can skip entire phases if done properly.
I'm trying to save everyone else.
So what I want to do is I want to make sure that as we go into phase 2, that I've got some Venom, and we're just going to prioritize dodging. We're not really going to look to use gadgets. We're not going to look to use a whole lot of Venom, because for the final phase, I need all of it. So we're just going to dodge him. I think I Venom punch him here, and then we just, do some basic attacks on him. What I should have done there was grab the panel, honestly, but... Grab it! Hayete, grab it! Past Hayete, hit him! I did it too slow. So when you grab any object, you want to grab it from in the air. So you want to jump in the air and then grab it, because the animation and the time to target is a lot quicker than if you do it on the ground and he spins it around in circles. Okay, good. So the other thing I want to note here is whenever Prowler throws the mines, they're like green mines he throws at your feet. Basically, you want to jump and web away from that. You don't want to run out of it. You don't want to dodge out of it. You want to web away from it. Because maybe like 30-40% of the time, he'll do a melee attack right as you dodge it. Like right there, you saw it. He like comes in and tries to hit you. And if I was to dodge that, I would absolutely 100% get hit. So to avoid that scenario from playing out, just jump in the air and web away from it. That way, you're never in range of either his mine or him actually doing a melee attack to you. Alright, so we've been banking all of our abilities, all of our gadgets, etc., for this third phase. So what's going to happen is he's going to throw in a bunch of hollow drones of himself, or hollow clones. And so what we want to do is we want to go invisible, run around, and then we want to use Gravity Well to pull them all in, and then we want to knock them into the air. We want to do an air dash up, and then we're going to web strike into them, which instantly defeats them, and now I only have to deal with him. I'm going to swap over to a remote mine, because as I said earlier, he is very, very weak, and very easily CC'd from the remote mine, so... Yeah, so we'll just, we'll CC him, we'll alternate Venom Strikes, we'll alternate finishers, And between all three of those mechanics, just non-stop going into him, basically we should be able to push him through that phase without him ever being able to attack us, really. Beyond obviously the first attack. And that's it. That's the Prowler fight done without taking damage. Fairly simple, but is very heavily reliant in that last phase, similar to the Red Rhino fight on having Venom. This one having gadgets as well, so you kind of want to make sure that you prep the final phase of the fight before you get to it to make it super easy on yourself.
You, me, hating each other? That's how it happened between me and your dad. I don't want to repeat that.
I don't either. But I can't be the person you want to turn me into. I can't turn my back when people need me. I have to be better than that. Ganke, my uncle just kidnapped me. Locked me up. Ganke, my uncle just...
Alright, so we're going to head back to the Science Center, and there's not a whole lot to talk to here. It's just going to be a bunch of stealth encounter type stuff, so... there is a little bit to talk to towards the end, because there's a bug that, if I remember correctly, happens in this run that I wanted to mention, but yeah, for all of the enemies, basically the way that I go through them is the same way I go through them every single time I do this section. So it's very consistent, very repeatable, it's safe, and generally speaking will always happen the exact same way, minus the last three guys. So at the very end, or towards the end of you taking everyone out, we'll get three guys that will spawn in towards the objective. Those can path in various ways, but for everybody else, it's pretty consistent. So what you're seeing here, if you were to come do it yourself, and you follow my example, you should see the exact same thing happen for you too.
Sick. I'm fine. I'll be okay.
You were at the Opera House. The Nuform.
I said I'm fine. Shut up.
Get away from me. Suck it up. We don't have time for this.
Here, take 5. I could do it.
Maria!
I haven't seen the other Spider-Man since Christmas.
Evacuating Harlem. We should take the power line. Go tell them. Headlines. Guys, no West over here. Hard to believe we were nobodies a year ago.
Shit was always this easy.
Hey, any updates? Hello?
Bet you didn't see that coming.
Someone make sure she's all right.
Let's prove it!
Another one bites the dust.
Alright, so this will be our last guy, and now basically we just have to do the puzzle. So I mentioned earlier that I wanted to chime back in because of a bug. If I remember correctly, this is the bug. So you need to pull this thing from left to right twice, and that'll put it in the position that it needs to be in to complete the puzzle, so to speak. It's not really a puzzle, but for whatever reason, sometimes, I'd say about 50% of the time actually, at least on the PC port of this doesn't work. You can see that it's red. No matter which way that I take it, from top down or bottom up, it doesn't want to work. It just will not connect on either side. And what I end up having to do here to fix it is basically rotate it and then rotate it back. And then for whatever reason, that magically fixes it. I don't have an explanation for that, but in case it happens to you, this is how you fix it. So now magically it works, yay. So anyways, we're gonna go around, we'll hit the 4 generators, and then we'll continue inside the Science Center.
Sticky and conductive. Oh, this is gonna work. That's one. Feeling good. This is working. A couple more. Yes. I saw one more. I can't believe how well this is working. Oh, sweet. Time to break the Underground's toys. Phin? You here? Phin? Come on. We need to finish this. You and me. She's got to be with our project. Down that hall. I'm coming. Hey, where'd they put us?
I've got the museum map on my phone. Our project's in a special exhibit on the top floor. Can't wait to see our names on the little sign, like real scientists.
Today, the Oscorp Science Center. Tomorrow, every major museum in the world. Special exhibits upstairs. There's the elevator.
We've got time to look around first.
Do you have tickets for the special exhibit?
Oh, our project is on display. Didn't think we needed tickets.
You do, and we're sold out. Can't let you go upstairs.
Thanks anyway. So we need another way in.
She said there's no more tickets. Locked.
I recognize that kind of lock. If you shine a light at it, it'll open.
The flashlights on our phones would work. They won't reach.
They will if we find a way to slide something reflective under the door.
Something reflective. It'd be nice to find something mutable.
Mutable? You mean changes shape? Look
Now
at
we
you
need something
breaking
we
out
could
the
slide under
fancy
the door.
vocab.
Shut up. This stuff is crazy. Think it's... That's it. Take it. Don't let anyone see.
Got it. Let's go.
Oh, man. Sorry. All good.
I'll attach the sticker. Let's get that
We're
door
gonna
open.
have to be super... This is either genius or really, really stupid.
If we open our I've got the light. Tell me when the sticker's pointed at the sensor, and I'll turn it on.
No one's looking at us yet. Gotta hurry.
That worked! We did it! Come on, our project awaits. That was awesome. I'm gonna miss doing stuff like this with you.
What are you talking about?
Hello? You'll be at Brooklyn Visions next week. I won't.
I'm not gonna vanish off the planet. We'll still hang out.
You'll be busy.
Not that busy. I'm gonna make time for us. Seriously.
Okay. Ugh, this is getting mushy. Come on, let's head upstairs.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Miles.
Hi, Mr. Davis.
Phin says hi.
You kids having fun? Make sure you get a picture of your project.
Dad, it's not a big deal.
It's totally a big deal.
Okay. We'll get a picture. Love you, Dad. Bye.
This is it. Our project's in the back.
Think they got a converter all hooked up?
Otherwise, what's the point? They'll need to feed biomass in, though. Maybe hook it up to a trash can.
Oh, wait! Would you look at that? Genuine award-winning scientists.
No one told us we were in the special exhibit. Ticket only.
How'd you get in?
I bought a ticket. How'd you get in?
Not important.
Hey, huddle up. We need a picture.
You gotta be in it too. You helped us get it working.
Okay, fine. Scoot over. All right. Say alleles!
I am not saying that.
Phin, you need to know.
I'm done listening to you.
All right, so as we gain control of Spider-Man, we're gonna do, you guessed it, invisible straight up to the ceiling. And then, we'll deal with this the same way we've dealt with all the other situations where we're basically gonna wait for them to drop combat, make sure that we have camouflage in case something goes wrong, we'll mark them all up, and then we'll start taking these guys out one at a time, prioritizing the shield, if at all possible. And that'll be it. I'll chime back in once we get past this section or once we get to the last enemy. So I'll see you there once we get to it.
Get out of here, Spider-Man! This isn't your business! I got no problem hurting you, Spider-Man!
Why can't you just mind your own damn business?
Quit hiding in plain sight!
Hold up. I heard something.
I'm messing with love!
Dana, did you get that Roxxon intel? Dana? Someone check on her.
Checking now.
Somebody give me a hand!
I'm on it.
Here to help.
Nobody's here. Search the area now.
Show yourself, coward! Can't be a hero if you run from a fight.
Alright, so for the last enemy, whoever the last enemy is, in this case it's the shield, we want to make sure that we take them out on the ceiling. You don't want to drop down and like finish them on the ground, because as soon as we take this person out, or actually while we're taking them out, while the animation is happening, people are going to start shooting into this room. So you can hear them right there. And so taking him out on the ceiling keeps us safe from potentially, you know, taking a stray shot there. So very, very important. Once that's done though, we're going to go invisible and we're going to head up here onto the shuttle. And now this is where this whole area gets really iffy. The AI breaks a lot here. So you can literally have an enemy right under you, be completely segregated from everyone else. It says that they're safe, and as soon as you take them out, everyone will start shooting you. So it's very important in this section that you always have camouflage. So you can see right there, it said that the guy was safe. And as I went to pull him, it still said he was safe, and then I just magically get spotted. And that's going to happen quite a few more times, if I remember correctly. So we did get a couple of new enemies that spawned in. So this guy right here, that one said danger. Okay, so I'll give him that. That one was on me. So I go camo there. I jump off the wall because we don't want to take a stray shot as they're shooting the wall up there. And then I'm going to go back. So what I've found is that pulling enemies from this wall, or at least being on this wall, gets enemies to move down away from the main group, and that it's very consistent and easy to then segregate them so that you can take them out quietly, contrary to what I've been doing. Also, for whatever reason, you can't take anyone out from that wall. You have to be like on one of these. So again, you know, it said that I was safe, it said that I was good, and I take the guy out and people magically see me, so I don't know.
All the roads out of Harlem are blocked. Where are you?
So we're basically just gonna rinse and repeat this until we get the enemies that are gonna burst into the room from across from the shuttle. So where these two enemies are, like under the shuttle, there's like a wood panel back there. A shield enemy and a couple of other ones are gonna bust through that wall. When that happens, I'll chime back in. But for right now, this is all just a stealth section. I will get some enemies under me soon that'll all be together that we'll use a Venom Smash on and use some webs. But right now, the objective here is just to clear all these enemies out to get those last couple of enemies with the shield to spawn.
You know you're about to die, Spidey.
We're gonna wreck you, Spider-Man! Stay clear of the weapon! Hold up, where'd he go?
Alright, so here we go. Should be right there. There we go. Perfect. So the shield enemy is in. What I want to do is I want this guy to pull forward so that I can take him out silently. The best way that I found to do that is to be this far back, and then once they all drop out of combat, some of them are going to run back in. They're programmed, I guess, to do that. So what I want to do is I want to wait until the shield guy moves, and then when he moves down, I'm going to move over, and now that'll give me the perfect opportunity to take this guy out. Whether it's safe to take him out or not, we have to do it, because we do not want to fight that guy in this enclosed space. Now, once I take out the shield guy, I'm going to see if I can bait anybody out. I would say once in a while, you'll be able to shoot webs and one guy will come out. Generally, you won't get more than one, but sometimes you can get at least one. If not, then what I want to do is I just want to scan them all We're going to pop camouflage, and then I'm going to go in and get on the ceiling. Alright, so now that we're in the room, we're going to get 3 enemies that are going to spawn in. 2 in the back left, 1 in the back right. So much earlier in the run, I mentioned that there were going to be some enemies later on that no matter what I did, they were not going to drop combat with me. They were just always going to magically know that I'm there. So these were those enemies. So what I have to do here, and it's actually kind of a pain in the ass, I need to try and take out enemies that I can take out without being seen while these other enemies follow me around the room. And it's a very hard thing to do because Spider-Man only goes 1 speed. So basically when you get the opportunity to take somebody out, you have to take it. And you need to make sure that you have camouflage here. Because otherwise, so you can see there's an enemy in the back right with a white jacket on. That's the one that's following me around. That's the one that won't drop combat. She knows that I'm here magically. So anytime I get the ability, like I see someone safe, we have to take it immediately. Even if I get seen. If I get seen, that's fine because we can just pop camouflage.
You're starting to piss me off. Lights out for you.
Alright, so we've almost cleared the room. There's going to be 1 enemy that's going to go down the tunnel to the right where we're eventually, or not eventually, where we went earlier. You can see him back at the back left of the screen right now. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get everyone that I can silently take out, and then there will be 3 enemies left that we're going to have to fight because that's all we can do. So the 2 enemies that are remaining are this one, and then the one to the back left that's standing there with a gun. So as this guy comes in, safe, boom, we take him. Alright, I don't know why I popped camo there. Maybe I thought somebody saw me, I don't know. But regardless, what we're going to have to do now is I need to wait for camo to come back. And then I'm going to use it to engage on this enemy. Now the cool thing is, the lucky thing is, I'm only going to have to fight 2 enemies because the third one's stuck, you can see it right there on the screen when I turned, is stuck all the way up. So we're going to collide on that guy, we're going to immediately go into stealth so that they don't know where I am. And then I'm just going to look to take these guys out with webs. Now because that guy all the way at the front is stuck, he's so far away from combat that he can't see me right now, so to speak. This is very rare, but it does happen. And basically, you just kind of want to wait, let your webs refresh. If they're not, walk up, web him, throw him into a wall, and then we're done.
Now, before Phin destroys the reactor. Yankee, talk to me. How's the evacuation going?
Bad. Roxxon and Underground are all over. It's like a war zone.
Are you safe? My mom?
We made it. There was about a dozen people from both.
You're breaking up. Where are you? Yankee? If you can hear me, I'm on my way. Hang tight, man. Please. I've never seen a storm this bad. Genki, can you hear me? Genki!
Alright, so for the Harlem War section, this is one of the hardest combat sections in the game because there's so many variables and it's all out in the open. It's very easy to take damage here and not know what hit you or where it came from. So as the section starts, always one of the enemies is going to get knocked on the ground, so I just wait for that and just web up whoever gets knocked to the ground. But essentially what we're going to do for this next section is just try and segregate an enemy that's alone. So an enemy that's not in combat necessarily. So we grabbed that guy, we throw him, we're good, right? Now I'm looking to grab maybe another one or somebody that gets knocked on the ground or whatever, right? So I'm taking this very, very slow. So that's good. That's very, very good. So I go invisible here because I know once there's only 2 of them left, we're going to get this rocket guy, right? And I don't want that guy to be able to shoot a rocket at me. I don't want him to even look at me. So we take him out. Now we can focus on kind of taking out the other ones. Again, just taking this very slow, very methodically. There's no reason to rush this, especially when we're basically at the end of the game. Okay, so for now, this area is clear. So what I want to do is I want to move up and I want to take these guys out one at a time if possible. So I'm going to slowly edge out. I know that this guy's looking at me, so I know I'm going to have to dodge. And then after I do the dodge, we're going to web him up and throw him. And then I'm going to drop... Well, okay, we'll take that. Then I'm going to drop back down and wait and see if I can get any of these guys to filter in. Sometimes you can get it where they'll just like come straight into you. Which is good because you don't have to go out into the street where enemies could fight you. Alright, so here's another enemy that filtered in. Now we're going to scan again. Okay, so now the street brawl is happening. So what I want to do with the street brawl is I basically want to go on the outside, like perimeter of it, and I want to take out the turrets. I want to make sure that the Roxxon guys can't like have these turrets shoot at me. If there's any enemies that I can comfortably or safely take out from this side, I will. Unfortunately, on this go-about, I wasn't able to, or I didn't feel like I could. So I decide to move to the other side. For this side, I usually use this like ice cream truck, like parking area or whatever, as like my fallback spot. But if any of these guys like whip around and see me, like I could very easily take damage. So what the strategy is here is basically I like to leverage the slow time effect from the perfect dodge to give me the opening to web someone up and throw them. And that's what you're going to see here. So I pop camouflage here just to make sure that I can go in safely. We're going to take one of these guys out. If I can take out 2, we'll take out 2. Otherwise, we're going to go back. And that's going to be like a good example of what this area is. Like this section of the game is basically all, like it all revolves around camouflage. Being camouflaged, taking enemies out while camouflaged so that I can't directly be attacked. The thing with this is though, there's so many guns and things being shot that even if you're camouflaged, if you're in the path of these bullets or projectiles, you can still take damage. So not only do you want to have camouflage available, but you also have to know where you can stand to be safe. And that's easier said than done a lot of the time. So I know you guys can't see my my mini-map at the lower right because the input device is over the front of it, but what I'm waiting for is I need to take enemies out until that yellow rectangle is gone. Once that yellow rectangle is gone, then whatever enemies are left here on the ground don't matter anymore. I don't have to deal with them. And if I remember correctly, that's 1. So once there's 1 enemy left, then it'll be over and we can move on. So right here, there we go. So now we have the 4 rooftops to deal with. So what I go ahead and do is I'm going to go stealth and I'm going to go to the top of this rooftop and I'm looking to take out anyone that I can segregate. So that sniper that almost shot me is usually the first guy I go for. I don't know why I didn't do that this time. That was kind of stupid. I think I went up there with the intention to get him and I didn't see him for whatever reason. So I was like, oh, that's weird. All right. Okay, so there he is. So the way that I like to handle this is I like to go up and just shove him off. That's what I wanted to do the first time, but like I said, I didn't see him. So, again, I know you guys can't see the mini-map, but there should be one guy left on this rooftop. There he is. So we're going to take this guy, stick him, and that rooftop is done. Now we're jumping right over the side. So this is the strategy. It's just go up, get a guy, maybe two if stealth lasts long enough, and then get the hell off the building and let them fight. Now, once in a blue moon, you'll be able to stealth a guy. I think I get it off on this one. It's a little finicky. You have to be like right in the perfect spot. There we go. But yeah, this whole area is just about taking it slow. Like, I have lost quite a few runs here just because I did something stupid. I tried to go too fast, and you know, this isn't a speed run. This is a precision run. So good. That's a good stick. I don't even remember doing that, but that's good. Alright, so we have a few more enemies. This guy's looking at me. What I want him to do is I want him to jump down. Like, if I could get him to jump down to the ground level, which the underground guys will. Like, it's a small chance, but they can. Now, if I can get them to jump on the ground, that's what we want, because then I can fight them without having to worry about getting shot from, like, a stray bullet on the roof. So again, we're going to wait for camouflage to come back. As soon as it's back, we're going to pop camouflage. We're going to loud take that guy out. Now this is kind of risky. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I should definitely not have done that. That's so risky, dude. And then we're going to come around to this. Well, again, we'll do the same thing. There should be two underground on this roof. Yeah, one's jumping up to me. Or actually, I think they both come up to me here. Good. Stick and stick. Alright. So that's done. Now we need to head forward, and there will be a marker that gets placed, and basically when we cross that line, it'll kind of trigger the next action. However, I got there so fast that I think it bugged the game out. So there's the trigger. The trigger just came, and then I go back, and still it's bugged out. What's supposed to happen is this water tower kind of behind me with the guy on the top of it is supposed to explode, and it's not. So there's a dude up there shooting on this water tower, and I'm waiting for it to explode, and it's not exploding. So right there, it just exploded. So I finally got the trigger. And so now we have a little bit more of the same. So we have 4 more rooftops that we have to clear enemies off of, and it's going to be the exact same thing that I just showed you. Prioritizing camouflage, moving slowly, methodically, making sure that I don't take damage for no reason. And then that's it. There will be another ground war section. I'll pop back in once we get to that, guys.
Someone help me out!
More of them flooding in! This is it! They're going all out!
What is this stuff? It could be anywhere! He's back! Open
I think I'm safe.
Alright, so the ground war is happening now. What I need to do is very similar to what we did on the first one. We're going to go around and we're going to take out all of the turrets. I don't want Roxxon to call a turret to shoot at me. So I want to simply go and grab these, and if we can get someone stuck, like once in a blue moon, we can, you know, get someone to knock down and then we can like web them up or something, then we want to do that. Otherwise, we're not going to prioritize that. I just want to prioritize getting the turrets out of play. So we're going to take this guy out because he's kind of in my way. I'm going to scan again to see if anyone else sees me. They do. We'll take that guy out. And it's good that we take those guys out early because they can scan for me when I'm in camo. Alright, so we got that. Now we're going to rotate around this building. We want to play off of either building. It doesn't really matter which one, but we want to play off of a building and hope that they filter in one at a time. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. This time, though, they did, which was amazing. All right, so I'm just holding here, seeing if anyone else is coming in. Again, being patient. Dude, I remember that. I was like, God damn, that was lucky. Somebody did my job for me and threw him on the ground so I could just web him up. All right, so we're going to rotate. There's 3 guys left. So what we're going to do is we're going to rotate, never mind, 4 guys. One of them jumped up to the top. See, had I realized that, that would have been amazing. Because I could have webbed that guy and got rid of him right there. So we're going to rotate all the way around to the back side of this area. Because there's a guy down here with a gun that's looking at me. 2 of them, actually. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get in a position to where they will follow me. And so one guy did. There he is. Yep. Because I could hear him jumping. All right, we'll throw him right off the roof. Good. So now I've only got 1 left. And we should be able just to pop camo and just take this guy out. All right. Good. Perfect. And now we're going to go back up. So now what I need is I need my camo to come back. And I told you guys we have 2 shields down here. And I told you guys that I would never fight these guys except for 2 at the very end. And these are the 2. And we are not even going to fight them. So all we're going to do is we're going to pop camo. We're going to walk in the middle of them. And we're just going to Venom explode right on top of them. That will instantly kill them or take them down. And then I don't have to worry about fighting them or potentially taking damage, because those enemies are the hardest ones in the game to fight without taking damage, especially if you don't have Venom.
Guys, listen, hey, we need to get out of here. I can only carry some of you. Oh, she started already.
Spider-Man sighted.
Get out of here, young blood! You've got more important things to do.
He's right. Go. We'll get people clear.
I'll be back.
I know. Okay, people! Check every door! We don't leave anyone behind!
No! You don't know what you're doing!
They deserve what's coming to them!
No! The reactor! Krieger changed his specs. You're not just gonna destroy Roxxon Plaza. You're gonna vaporize all of Harlem.
I'm not gonna let you lie to me again!
You're too late.
All right, so the Phin fight. So for phase 1, there's 4 phases to this fight. For phase 1, we're basically just going to attack her. We're not going to use any venom. One, we don't have any venom because I used it on the shield guys right before this. So we got to build it up. And I need all the venom I can get for basically phase 3. So one of the things to note here is that I don't want to over-attack her. Whether you over-attack her on the ground or you over-attack her in the air, she has abilities that will instantly do damage to you, and they're almost impossible to avoid because they happen so quickly. So it's very important that basically you do a little bit of damage and then you back off. And so what that looks like for me is basically whenever I can do attacks to her, I do a couple of attacks, I knock her in the air, I web her to the ground, I maybe do one more attack, and if I have a finisher, I'll use it. Otherwise, I won't. I'll just back off. And beyond the first 2 attacks, if I remember correctly in phase 1, she'll just always do that sword sweep. So it's pretty easy. You kind of get locked into a rhythm there.
The reactor's still going critical. Soon we won't be able to stop it. No! I am not running away again!
Alright, so for phase 2, as soon as we regain control of Miles, basically what we're going to do is we're going to immediately pop camouflage. That's going to prompt her to jump backwards and throw mines. And then I'm just going to jump in the air and zip to her. That'll give me the ability to get a little bit of early damage on her. Use some venom, and now I'm basically just building venom at this point, and you know, working to dodge, perfect dodge to build venom. Unfortunately, she went off the edge there, which is super shitty. I didn't really speak to when she blocks. Whenever she blocks, you know, it's the same thing as you know, somebody with like a crowbar or something, right? You just go under their legs and you can hit them from the back. So something to note with these shots that she's doing is you can't always perfect dodge them. Like, some of them are impossible to perfect dodge. So your goal there shouldn't necessarily be to perfect dodge it every time, but to just dodge it. Because perfect dodging it is not always possible, sadly. I don't know if that was intentional. So like right here, like I wait till the last second and it just doesn't happen. Again, we have full venom. We need full venom for the next phase. And the reason why we're basically going to aim to skip the next phase is because it's the one that presents the most variables. The more variables you have in a fight, the harder it is to do without taking damage, and the easier it is to take damage because there's more things you have to worry about. So what's going to happen in this phase is she's going to put down these turrets and attack us at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and swap to remote mines. We're going to remote mine her while I've got the slow, and now we're just going to push through her. If done properly, you can skip the entire phase. I don't think I pull it off here, if I remember correctly. I think I miss it by like one attack or something. But getting this phase over with as quickly as possible is what you want. So that's really good that I got the perfect dodge there. Perfect. There we go. Alright, so we're in the final phase of the fight. This is literally just dodging. Like, this whole phase is just dodging. So there's two parts to this final phase. We have to get her to a certain damage, or to a certain health, and then once she gets there, she'll be locked into this cycle where we just dodge everything and then we hit her 3 times and the game's over. So we've got to get her to that phase. There's no reason really to hold Venom. However, I don't use it a whole lot here because I find it kind of complicates things.
Or you can kill me.
Good. Perfect dodge. We zip in. We hit. We do our normal combos. Very good. We do a takedown. I don't think I'll be able to get Venom Rush off here. We get the dodge. We'll get that dodge. Maybe I make it. Nope, I don't make it. Oh my god, that was so close. Oh, that was so close. Okay, so we get the Venom Rush, and then I should just do the finisher, right? Nope, we're gonna do another Venom Rush and throw her out the window, which is not good. Okay, we get a dodge. Let's see what comes up next. Alright, perfect dodge. Good, we come in. This is good. We get our combo. I should do the finisher, because otherwise I'll knock her out the window if I do Venom Rush. And we kind of only want to do Venom Rush in this phase, or in phase 4, because the punch she just avoids. So when she grabs you by the leg and spins you back, we're now in the final, like the second phase of phase 4. Which is basically just dodging a bunch. So we'll dodge 3 times, we'll come in, hit F, and then when you come in, there's no point in really attacking her. Because you don't do damage here. All the game wants you to do is dodge these things 3 times and hit her 3 times and the game's over. So this is 2 of 3. So I'll just stand here and wait for her to throw me. Perfect. So now we'll just dodge these things again. The easiest way to dodge this is just mash the dodge button. You don't even have to fucking time it. All you have to do is just keep mashing the button. Alright, so right after that dodge, we'll come in, and that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the last area where you can technically take damage. So right there, as far as the no damage run is concerned, that is the run completed. So if you've stuck with me to this point, thank you for watching and the gift of your time and attention. This was a really fun and enjoyable challenge run to complete, and I hope it was both educational and enjoyable to watch. If you enjoyed this run and you're interested in similar content, please consider subscribing and don't forget to turn on notifications, so you never miss a new run being released. Since the rule set for this run requires me to get to the end credits, I'm going to leave you here to finish watching the rest of this amazing end cutscene. But before I go, I want to say again, thank you for hanging out with me, and I hope to see you on the next one.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Get them far away. I can't hold this in much longer.
Oh, God! Say something!
Is everyone okay?
We're safe. All of us.
So young.
Hey, get out of here, kid. We'll take care of them.
Did you see his face? You did good, Spider-Man.
Thanks.
Who is he?
That guy? He's our Spider-Man.
Swinging through the kingdom in the night. I only see you in the city light. I'm fresher than fresh. I step out the steps, I'm raw running for the flex. Pete told me I was next. I'm coming for next, it really isn't no question. Only superheroes in this section, only big bangers on the set list. On top of buildings where I eat breakfast, then I shine.